as well. But anyone who saw that semi-final versus Bengaluru FC would remember the kind of impact this man had as soon as he came off the bench and the game transformed. The gap started opening up, and then came that comeback courtesy Mohun Bagan Supergiant.
Here for Jitin MS, look at that. One touch away from the defender, gets that ball in across right at the edge of the 6-yard box. That's where a striker wants it. You want to attack that space. Although defender, he was there. He was there before. Good reaction.
No surprises as striker Karan Sani talking about what the striker is doing, but you've also got to give credit to the defender there, wonderfully intercepting that spot. And straight away within the first 2 minutes, Jitin MS just telling Mohun Bagan Supergiant and the capacity crowd at the Yuva Bharati Stadium in Kolkata that this is the threat they possess. They've been looking dangerous like this throughout the tournament, and it's not just Jitin MS or Ajare, it's the likes of Tondomba Singh, it's the likes of Thoy Singh as well, who have looked so good. They've looked very fluid in attack, very happy to soak in the pressure as well. Jose Molina, 54 years old, 9 caps for Spain as a goalkeeper. He's played for the teams like Atletico Madrid and Deportivo. Second tryst with Indian football, having won the ISL championships with 10 ATK. Will be hoping to make it a second successful stint with one of the biggest clubs, not just in Indian football, but also in Asia.
Mohun Bagan, as we can see, they like keeping the ball in midfield. Outnumbering Northeast United here, as we can see Greg Stewart, Subhashish Bose, Anirudh Thapa there in midfield. Playing those 1-2 passes, overcrowding the midfield. Jose Molina, the first 15 minutes, what can he do? Although this man, he can do anything he wants. He scores at free will. At some point in the second half, he will be brought on. It's interesting to see him on the bench. We're not used to that. The fans are not used to that. But that's the confidence that this coach has. That's the confidence that this team has. Without him, they can't start a final.
Yeah, it's a massive call. Whichever way it goes, and of course time will tell us whether that call was a good one or did not work for Mohun Bagan Supergiant. But for a guy who's of course used to scoring your goals, for a guy who likes dropping deep, opening up spaces, Petratos is always going to be a big miss as far as the playing 11 is concerned. Straight away you've gone for, the creativity of Greg Stewart and how he can open up the midfield and of course find the likes of Jason Cummings up front. But it's Northeast United at the other end. And that's the beautiful part of this tournament. They've been so good to see. Inviting ball, putting by Thoy Singh. Jitin MS was there. But Subhashish Bose able to that now. Shot again. Completely off target. But it's been a good start. It's been a good, entertaining 6 minutes at the Yuva Bharati Kridangan in Kolkata.
Thoy Singh doing well there from the wings. Getting that ball in once again. In and around the 6-yard box. Tondomba. Right after that, first to the ball. Mohun Bagan Supergiant, they cannot take it easy. There's no room for complacency.
Here's their captain, Subhashish Bose. It's good to see that he's recovered from that knee injury he picked up in the semi-final. Had to be subbed off in the first half versus Bengaluru FC. He's a big part of this club. A mainstay as far as the Indian football team is concerned as well. And it's so good to see that you have got homegrown players who are leading the side as far as these big teams in Indian football is concerned. Anirudh Thapa would be happy that he's got on the goal scoring sheet as well. Joined Mohun Bagan Supergiant last season from Chennai and FC. Hasn't been all hunky-dory for him, but it seems like the acquisition of Apuya, who's on the ball right now, is giving him the license to move up as well. Just like you're seeing right now, puts in a ball, trying to find Manveer Singh. And maybe that is the reasoning, Karan, for spending the big bucks on the likes of Apuya so that you can give the license to the likes of Thapa to move up and, of course, combine in attack.
Interesting call here. Liston Colasso combining well there with Manveer. Look at that. Does not shy away from getting that shot from far off. He knows that if he gets that on target, he can trouble the goalkeeper. Here's Sahal Abdul Samad leading Mohun Bagan Supergiant attack here. Petratos not doing that. What you were saying regarding Apuya, absolutely. He is that solid man in midfield. It gives the likes of Anirudh Thapa, the wingers, it gives them the license to go forward, to move forward.
And it's so good to see that the cash is being splashed around in Indian football, one of those big money signings. Before, of course, that deal happened between Anwar Ali and Imam East Bengal was the most expensive signing in Indian football. And it's not just the player who's pocketing a big bunch in his pocket, it's also the club that's getting a huge amount as far as transfer fee is concerned. So the ecosystem, in a sense, is being given a boost with transfers of these big money players, these big name players in Indian football. And you splash the cash on them for nights like these to make sure you cross the finish line at the end of those 90 minutes. Make sure you're starting your season with silverware. Saw a video of Jose Molina on social media in the build-up to this game. And his talk with his entire team was very simple. I'm keeping it very simple with you boys. You're here in this club because you win trophies. Nothing less will be accepted. It's as simple as that. It's a club that's been around so long. It's been a club that's been so successful for so long. So when you enter a system like Mohun Bagan Super Giant, nothing less than a trophy will ever do. Finds Jitin, Dondomba. Now Jitin does well to get past one player. He's looked so good and fluid. There's a run coming in from Thoy Singh. Cummings now. Stewart. Back to Cummings now. Tries to find Sahal Abdul Samad. Does well with the turn. Goes down. Referee says penalty. Within the first 9 minutes, Sahal Abdul Samad has won a penalty for Mohun Bagan Super Giant. The Northeast United players are not happy with that decision whatsoever, crowding around the referee. But this capacity crowd at the Salt Lake Stadium is cheering everything. Straight away on the back foot is Northeast United Football Club. And now Mohun Bagan Super Giant have a wonderful opportunity to take the lead in this game.
Look at that for a pass. Right in for Sahal Abdul Samad. There is a tug in from behind. Ashir Akhtar. And there it is. He pulls Sahal Abdul Samad. He does try to turn him. Penalty. And Sahal makes the most of it. The referee is right there. Ashir knows. Sahal knows.
Yeah, you've got to give credit to the likes of Sahal, that awareness. He knows that, of course, that Ashir was holding his jersey. And the rules are pretty clear. If you're holding your jersey, player goes down, whichever area of the field it might be, it's a foul. And if it's inside the box, it means it's a penalty for Mohun Bagan Super Giant. The defending champions with a wonderful opportunity to take the lead within the first 11 minutes of this game. And taking that spot kick will be Jason Cummings. Wonderful, wonderful start to this game. Jason Cummings up against Gurmeet of Northeast United Football Club. Cummings makes no mistake whatsoever. And the defending champions have started proceedings at the Salt Lake like defending champions, taking a 1-goal lead within the first 12 minutes. Hear that crowd, hear that cheer, because they know their team is well ahead in this game. What a start for Mohun Bagan Super Giant. What a start to this final in the Durand Cup.
Looks like Jason Cummings there. Look at that for the penalty. Hitting the side netting, sending the goalkeeper in the other direction. And that's where the likes of Cummings come in handy. In pressure situations, you send the goalkeeper the other way, you get an early goal. Look at this. Greg Stewart, Jason Cummings. It's going to be a threat for the defenders in Indian football now. Mohun Bagan Super Giant take the lead in the final of the Indian Oil Durand Cup in the 11th minute.
You have to applaud the change made by Jose Molina, because you're always going to be talking about Greg Stewart for someone like a Penalties. But in the build-up to that penalty, it was that trio of Sahal Abdul Samad, Greg Stewart and Jason Cummings combining to win that penalty for Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Meanwhile, the first yellow card of this game has also been shown is to Hamza Regoui, the Moroccan midfielder of Northeast United Football Club, protesting with that decision that was given. But as we know in football, once that decision is given, there is no overturning that decision. And as things stand, and if you take a look at that replay again, clearly Sahal Abdul Samad, his shirt was tugged. He was brought down in the box by Ashir Akhtar. Jason Cummings making no mistake whatsoever from the spot. The onus is now on Northeast United Football Club. Remember, this is a team, since its inception, has never won silverware. So this is a massive opportunity for the Highlanders. Of course, the Highlander Brigade is also present in the stadium to show their support. Jason Cummings loves playing versus Northeast United Football Club. In his 2 matches, he scored 2 goals and has got 1 assist in this game. So now, after this goal, it's 3-3 for Jason Cummings versus Northeast United Football Club. There's still enough time in this half, but the onus is surely now on Northeast United Football Club. The pressure is on them. The home team and the defending champions are enjoying their time out in the middle. Here's their owner, Northeast United Football Club's owner, John Abraham, has been an ardent supporter of Indian football, has given his all as far as his team is concerned as well. Meanwhile, his team now has some defending to do. Met with his team yesterday in the build-up to the game in the hotel, had a few words of motivation for his team. And that's the nature of the game, right, Karan? Because if you've never been in this situation before that Northeast United have been now, sometimes the occasion can get the better of you, and it takes a while to get out of it and then get into believing in yourself and the reason you're here in this final.
Absolutely, Arjun. And it reminds me of what Alex Ferguson, in an interview, had told his team. He had sent a video for us at Bengaluru FC as well. This was in 2014. And that's when we were playing Mohun Bagan at that point. He said, play the match, not the occasion. And if Northeast United can do that, it'll be nothing like it. Because their performance in the semi-finals, getting the better of Shillong Lajong, 3 goals. Mohun Bagan, on the other hand, a 2-2 draw against Bengaluru FC. There is a chance for a comeback. It's only 14 minutes played so far. Here, Jitin MS down the left flank, troubling Mohun Bagan Supergiant, asking for a foul. Not given.
Yeah, but who's stopping a player from asking the referee for a foul? You've been in that situation in so many occasions. He's definitely looked like one of the best players for Northeast United Football Club. He is charged up for the occasion. Haven't seen so much as their right flank is concerned. Thoy Singh or even Aladdin Ajair. Other than that first chance that Jitin created. And my guess is you've got to keep on feeding Jitin. He's looking switched on. You've got to keep on giving him the opportunity to take on the likes of Rodriguez, Tom Aldred, and keep on trying to find gaps for Northeast United going in front. Meanwhile, here comes Liston Colosso now, beautifully found by Thapa. Trying to take on Dinesh Singh. Stays on his feet. Danger still not averted for Northeast United Football Club. Here's Apuya. Jitin now, defending quite well. Dropping deep to add the numbers for Northeast United. Stewart, Apuya combining beautifully. Remember, both these 2 players have been a part of Mumbai City FC as well. Both these players joining from that club for Mohun Bagan Supergiant. Now, at the other end comes Jitin MS. Beautiful first touch. Takes it away from Rodriguez. Goes for a long ranger. But positive signs nonetheless. The best player for Northeast United Football Club on the pitch in this final so far has been shining through whenever the ball has been fed to him.
Like করে দিও please.
What a first touch there by Jitin MS. Down the left flank once again. Although getting tempted, you need composure. Here, he could have passed to his teammate who was in a better position. The shot from far out, optimistic effort, not on target. And that's the reason this man will not be happy. Juan Pedro Benali said, if you're taking a shot, try to hit the target.
55-year-old Spanish coach. We were talking about it a little earlier in this game as well. As the Spanish influx that you see not just in Indian football, you've seen it all across world football as well. Surely they're doing something right as far as coach education is concerned, as far as tactical education is concerned, youth development is concerned. And so you can see that in the result that they're getting. Their national team winning the Euros recently. The age group teams are doing well. But it's the fact that their coaches are going and coaching all across the world. That Spanish philosophy of keeping the ball possession, controlling the game. That for me is the biggest positive coming out of Spanish football. Meanwhile, Wonderful turn by Anirudh Thapa, who's looking switched on. It seems like that brilliant long ranger that he took. Here's that turn again. Sent Mohammad Ali Bemamar to the wrong side and drew in the foul as well.
Bemamar, look at that, had to pull Anirudh Thapa from behind. A tricky midfielder, Anirudh Thapa.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best of starts to Mohun Bagan Supergiant. Just the quality and the caliber of the player they signed from Chennai and FC. But some players take time. That's just the nature of the game. Some players take time. And who knows, that goal in the semi-final versus Bengaluru FC, just 7 minutes from time, got that second equalizer. Could turn things around for Anirudh Thapa and Mohun Bagan Supergiant.
Combining well there. Manveer Singh did all he could to keep the ball in and get that cross in. Cummings should have had a pass which was slightly softer. Too much weight on it. Goal kick.
Inviting pressure from Mohun Bagan Supergiant. Goalkeeper Gurmeet goes long. Meanwhile, we haven't seen much of Mohammad Ali Bemamar in this game, and for that you've got to give credit to the likes of Mohun Bagan Supergiant in their midfield. Here comes Greg Stewart, gets past Dinesh Singh, gets past two players, now only has the goalkeeper in front of him, misses it from close range. Very nearly doubles the lead for Mohun Bagan Supergiant. Brilliant piece of individual play, but then when the time came to finish, the ball in the back of the net ballooned it over the bar.
Where was the defense? Northeast United, their two defenders, Greg Stewart, walking away with ease. He's trying to dink it above the goalkeeper there, although what was Dinesh Singh and Bemamar doing there? A heavy finish, not on target. Jose Molina, he knows this could have been the second, this could have doubled the league for Mohun Bagan Supergiant.
Remember, it's the start of the new season in Indian football, and it's so good to see that the Durand Cup is giving coaches competition time to prepare their teams for the new season of the ISL, which starts next month. And I'm guessing from a Molina perspective, he's got to figure out how do you make that trio of Cummings, Petratos, and Stewart in the playing 11. Can you fit the three of them in the playing 11, or do only two of them always start in your 11? Because my guess is someone like a Petratos and the quality that the player brings to the table will not be too happy starting every game from the bench. These kind of players thrive on playing these kind of games. These kind of players thrive on changing things around for their team. Toy Singh, a product of the Reliance Youth Foundation Academy. He's been a refreshing winger to watch in this entire tournament. Started the tournament on the bench, but the last two games, the semi-final and now the final, has been a part of the playing 11, thereby showing the faith that their coach Juan Pedro Benali has shown not just him, also in a strike partner in Aladin Ajayer. Remember, there is Guillermo on the bench. Guillermo scored 4 goals, and he was the star man for Northeast United up until that semi-finals. Wonderful tackle and wonderful anticipation from Hamza Regawi.
On a yellow card there, he has to get every tackle in on the ball and not the man. Here, Liston Colasso with a heavy touch. But a well-timed challenge there by Hamza.
প্লিজ সবাই একটা করে লাইক করে দাও
Midfielder Mohun Bagan Supergiant
আর সবাই একটু সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিও দয়া করে
in front of the Northeast United counterparts. Whatever's coming on for a Northeast United attack. Now Hamza moving in. Ajayer trying to find Jitin MS, has space in front of him, takes that header first time. Parried away by Vishal Kaith. Should have done a lot better with that header. A header that could have brought Northeast United level in this game.
Jitin MS. He does get that cross in towards him. Look at that for a pass. Jitin MS at the edge, the 6-yard box. Could he have directed his header towards the second post? The goalkeeper was right there. Nonetheless, he wins the corner.
Yeah, I guess the question always remains, Hamza was coming in there for the run. Should he have put it in towards Hamza in that run, or should he have put more power at the back of that head? That's done and dusted. Now the focus is on this corner. Toy Singh. Mohammad Ali Bemamar. Majority of the foreign players playing for Northeast United Football Club have had a relationship with Juan Pedro Ben Ali in his time in Morocco, and that familiarity plays a huge part. Meanwhile, Jason Cummings in his second season with Mohun Bagan Supergiant. You can hear the crowd applauding the acrobatics of Sahel Abdul Samad, and it's so good to see that a talented player like Sahel is now time. He's clearly one of those main pillars as far as Mohun Bagan Supergiant and Jose Molina is current for this season moving ahead.
He's established that. The coach has established that, playing him in the finals up front. Petrotos is on the bench. And this man, he has to grab this opportunity with both his hands, make his mark in the national team as well.
Yeah, he has that something special. That's something special that people like these come into the stadium to watch every single day or every single game. And you've got to give confidence to players like these, players who bring out something special, something different onto the field. From a coach's perspective, your job is to highlight that, to heighten that. And for some seasons before this, didn't always, of course, make the playing 11 on a regular basis. But over the last 2 years, you've seen the best of Sahel Abdul Samad. And when you're playing and you're regularly one of those teams, it shows in your confidence, it shows in your ability. And its impact on Indian football is huge because he's a massive part of the Indian football team. Remember, the Indian football team will be coming together for new coach Manolo Marquez's first assignment. That is the Intercontinental Cup. That's coming your way in September. But it's nights like these that turn out to be a brilliant advertisement for Indian football. Not just the Mohun Bagan Supergiant fans, you've got Northeast United supporters in the mix as well. They've made their way to the Yuva Bharati Kridangan in support of their team. They know on the line is a piece of silverware. First piece of silverware. Something they've not tasted since the start of this club. Backs are already against the wall, there's no doubt about it. Jason Cummings giving the lead to Mohun Bagan Supergiants from the spot. That was after Sahel Abdul Samad was brought down in the box by Ashir Akhtar of Northeast United. Gurmeet goes long, tries to find Jitin MS. Falls to Tondomba. Has Jitin to the left, finds Jitin. Does well to get past him, beautifully gets past his marker. He is on song. Now finds Acharya. Acharya there tries to find Thoi Singh. But it looks like the flag is up for offside.
প্লিজ সবাই একটা করে লাইক করে দাও, একটু সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দাও।
Getting the better. Look at that. Plays the ball through. Offside, although Jitin MS, he's creating trouble there. Getting past players with ease, with skill, with speed. And that's what you said, Arjun. And when he started, it looks like he's very fluid in his approach. And you can see that.
Yeah, I was speaking to some of the support staff in the build-up to this game from Northeast United
কেউ
Football
একটা
Club.
লাইক
They say
করছে
he
না।
seems like a completely different personality. Was
Please,
with the club
সবাই একটা
last
করে
season
লাইক
as well.
করে
The
দাও।
quality was always there. The ingredients were always there. But that belief that I can do it on a regular basis, that whenever I have a player to take on, it just seems like that quality has gone up. Meanwhile, it looks like Northeast United have been handed another jolt in this final. It just doesn't seem to be working for them so far in this first half. Mohammad Ali Bemamar, who's been such an integral, crucial part of their midfield, is being taken off after a forced change, which means Nestor Albiach will be coming in for him to run the midfield.
I'm not sure if that's a muscle injury. It's going to take time. Bemamar there, he'll not be happy. Nestor, although he's played a vital role in this tournament so far, like for like substitution, although the defensive approach, the defensive qualities that Bemamar has, two different players. Nestor, attack-minded, which means added responsibility on Hamza now.
Yeah, I guess from a tactical point of view, Hamza would probably be dropping down a little bit. As soon as that change is made, Nestor will be moving up a bit. You saw that combination in the game versus Shillong Lajong in Meghalaya as well. Beautiful first touch there by Nestor, then found Ajayer to score the second goal for Northeast United. Meanwhile, there seems to be a bit of confusion because Behmamer is saying he's going to continue. He's saying, give me a few more minutes. Let me try and continue.
The Indian Super League starts in 2 weeks.
থ্যাংক
A
ইউ
tough choice for
সবাইকে,
Juan
থ্যাংক
Pedro
ইউ।
Benali as well.
একটা করে এরকম
Does
করে
he
একটা
let him
করে লাইক
continue
করে দাও।
or not take any chance further?
Yeah, I guess that's the dilemma. Because you've got more competitions to
সবাই
play
একটু
for. Remember,
সাবস্ক্রাইব
it's
করে
the
দিও।
start of a season. But you've also got a trophy on the line. Remember, sometimes if you get that trophy, things can turn around from their belief in that dressing room, can catapult to a completely different stratosphere. Meanwhile, Mohun Bagan super giant calling the shots as far as the midfield is concerned. Jason Cummings now. Abuya does well to win the ball. Here's Manveer Singh, tries to get past Tondomba, does well to get past Tondomba, puts in a beautiful ball, scrambled it on the first time. Finally, it's in possession of Gurmeet Singh.
Manveer using that touch away from the defender, gets the ball in, a change of gear, and drills it past, too close to the goalkeeper, into the hands of the goalkeeper. Easy there.
Yeah, looks like another stoppage is coming into play. It's been that sort of a start. Remember, Mohun Bagan super giant already 1 goal up in this final of the 133rd edition of the Indian Oil Durand Cup. Meanwhile, it looks like that substitution is finally taking place. Mohammad Ali Behmamer will not be able to continue or play any further part
প্লিজ
for
সবাই
Northeast
একটা করে
United
লাইক
Football
করে
Club. So
দাও,
this tournament is coming to an
সবাই
end.
একটা করে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিও।
And in his place, in a while from now, after this water break, will be Nestor Albiach. Nestor, who's been with the club since last season, second season with the club, calling the shots as far as the midfield is concerned. But it's been all Mohun Bagan super giant, calling the shots, playing like defending champions, taking the lead in this first half. 30 minutes in, and you've got a capacity crowd at the Yuva Bharati Kridangan in Kolkata.
41 জন দেখছো, মাত্র 3টা লাইক, প্লিজ সবাই লাইক করে দাও।
Is concerned, Mohun Bagan super giant before this tournament, or rather before this final, scoring 12 goals. Northeast United, for their part, scoring 16 goals en route to the final. This stadium has seen many memorable nights in Indian football, whether it be the national team, whether it be club football. And there's confirmation of that change yet again. Mohammad Ali Behmamer, forced change for Northeast United Football Club. And in his place now, coming in is jersey number 10 for Northeast United, Nestor Albiach. This is the 133rd edition of the Indian Oil Durand Cup 2024, powered by Coal India, jointly organized by the Indian Armed Forces and the Government of West Bengal.
Nestor, maybe the right kind of substitution that Northeast United wanted in terms of attack.
প্লিজ বন্ধুরা সবাই সাবস্ক্রাইব করে চ্যানেলটাকে পাশে থেকো, চ্যানেলটাকে একটু গ্রো করতে সাহায্য করো, আর সবাই একটা করে লাইক করে দাও। থ্যাংক ইউ যারা লাইক করে দিয়েছো অলরেডি।
Pedro Benali, he knows he has 15 minutes now in this first half. This is the time to score a goal. You can change the team talk, maybe the team talk that Jose Molina is planning at the end of 45 minutes. That will change if Northeast United gets an equalizer.
No doubt about it. 15 minutes or less than 15 minutes of regulation time remaining in this first half. Surprising though, that decision not to start with Nestor Albiach from the very beginning. He's been calling your shots. He's the man who's, of course, your conductor in a sense, the conductor of your orchestra from the middle of the park. Throughout this tournament, he's been doing it. So surprising to see that he was not part of that playing 11. Nonetheless, a forced change has now brought him out onto the field. Meanwhile, Mohun Bagan Super Giants conductor is on the ball. Greg Stewart and that wonderful left foot of his. Apuya on to Manveer Singh. Has Greg for company. Just made it a little too obvious in wanting that 1-2. Dinesh Singh, Ashir Akhtar. Prior to this meeting with Mohun Bagan Supergiant and the final 4 clean sheets for Northeast United in this tournament, the maximum by any team. And you've got to give credit to that partnership at the back of Miguel Zabaco and Ashir Akhtar. Meanwhile, Tondomba has made a wonderful run. Just probably run out of gas at the end of it. And so they find themselves in a situation they haven't been in too much in this tournament. Conceding an early goal, generally seem to be dictating play, seem to be controlling play. But up against them, and you'd have to say possibly the 2 best teams of the tournament are contesting in the final. Here's Hamza, and like we had predicted a while back, Karan, Hamza has dropped deep. Nesta has moved up, taking the place of Mohammad Ali Bemamar. First touch now for Nesta Albiak.
Now for Northeast United here in midfield, what does Nesta do? Hamza, as we can see, he is dropping in deep. Zabaco trying to find that pass in midfield. Mohun Bagan Supergiant forcing Northeast United to play out wide. As you can see the clutter in the center of the park there. Mohun Bagan Supergiant not giving any space to Northeast to get out or to get through.
Yeah, straight away you can see that the likes of Ajair and even Thoy Singh want to get involved in the game again now. Here's Ajare, does well to get past one, finds Jitin MS, has space to give it back to him, back to Ajare. 6s and 7s as far as Mohun Bagan Supergiant defense is concerned. Finally cleared to Alberto Rodriguez, but Jitin isn't giving up. Pressure being put on by number 18 of Northeast United. Aldred shifts play now to captain Subhashish Bose. Pressure being put on by Northeast United. They know at that last moment the intensity was there, but at the other end come Mohun Bagan Supergiant again, and that's the quality of this team. They can take as much pressure as they want, but when they have the chance to attack, they have so much quality up front. They can open you up within a few moves. Here's Nesta now. And it's good to see that they're involving him straight away in the game. That's the quality of a good player. As soon as you come on, you see all the passes going to him. You see all your players trying to find him as well. He's an integral part of Northeast United Football Club. Has had a relationship with Juan Pedro Benali. Spanish player as well. Has known him from his time before Indian football. Hamza. Back to Ashir. Remember, this tournament was started in 1888. It's steeped in history. Whatever way you look at it, it is steeped in history. One of the oldest tournaments in the world. The oldest tournament in Asia. Another yellow card. This one being shown to Maya Kannan of Northeast United Football Club for that challenge on Apuya.
Muthu Maya Kannan there. A challenge on Apuya. And Apuya knows how to win tackles. He knows how to win fouls as well. An interesting addition here to Mohun Bagan Supergiant in midfield. As Arjun, we were chatting earlier as well. It gives the likes of Anirudh Thapa and the others freedom in midfield. If Sahal Abdul Samad plays in midfield, drops in deep, he has that freedom to move forward. You have Apuya and you have a 3-man defense sitting right behind him. So solid tactics here by Jose Molina.
He's been one of those unsung heroes for Northeast United Football Club as Maya Kannan, Muthu Maya Kannan. He's formed a wonderful partnership with Mohammad Ali Bemamar. But he too now finds himself in a different situation. Having to pair up now with Hamza Regawi, team down 1 goal. With the support of Mohun Bagan Supergiant in full attendance and full flow, they'll have to do something different, something special.
Thank you
To get the
friends
better of the
for
green and blue.
supporting me. Thank you.
Remember, I've taken you back as far as history is concerned to this tournament, 1888, the first edition. The first time an Indian team won this tournament was in 1940, when it was shifted to New Delhi. Mohammedan Sporting, a third big club from Kolkata, who will also be participating in their first season of the ISL next month, won the tournament on that occasion after they beat Royal Worcestershire Regiment 2-1 in the final. For the defending champions, Mohun Bagan Supergiant have made the maximum appearances in the final of this tournament 29 times and winning it 17 times in the process. Won it last year
100
as
জনের
well
উপরে
when they
দেখছো,
beat Himachal
সবাই একটু
Bengal
লাইক
in the
করে দাও,
final.
একটু সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিও চ্যানেলটাকে।
No Kolkata derby this time around. You can expect quite a bit as far as stoppage time is concerned. Meanwhile, another change has been made, and it looks like Alberto Rodriguez. It's another forced change. This one for Mohun Bagan Supergiant. Coming in his place is number 44, Ashish Rai.
Not a change. Jose Molina. We'd like to see here. It's an opportunity for Ashish Rai. Players on the bench waiting for these opportunities when given a chance. Not the best way, although Ashish Rai has proved himself when he was playing under Manolo Marquez in Hyderabad. Brought in Mohun Bagan Supergiant, now asking questions to the coach, asking for regular game time, which he's not been getting since the last season.
Yeah, interesting. Tactically also, from a Jose Molina point of view, do you continue with that back three? Because clearly Alberto Rodriguez gives you a bit of physicality. Now that physicality is not quite as much as Ashish Rai is concerned. That height, that physicality that Rodriguez gives you will not be there. Tom Aldred, the only foreigner in that back three. You've got Shubhashish Bose, a wonderful skill, wonderful turn by Sahil Abdul Samad. Gets the crowd on its feet, gets the crowd going. It's that something different that we were talking about. Might have had nothing to do as far as Mohun Bagan Supergiant and any foray to the goal is concerned, but that's the reason we love this beautiful game. That's the reason we come to the stadium to watch games like these.
The extra bit there. Sahil Abdul Samad showing what he's got. The fans in unison chanting his name when he did that. Now once again down the left flank, Sahal and Cummings troubling the defense. What was
প্লিজ
that?
সবাই সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিও একটু।
Yeah, ball hasn't gone out. Puts in a ball
দুর্দান্ত
there.
ম্যাচ
Manveer
উপভোগ
Singh,
করছি আমরা
poor
সবাই।
first touch. Had the chance to take a shot, gets it back the second time around. Now back to Sahil Abdul Samad. Cuts inside. Pressure. Here comes Northeast United Football Club and Jitin MS. There is no stopping this man. Abuya, or rather it's Anirudh Thapa. Wonderful tackle. Showing his great physicality to win possession back. And on come Mohun Bagan Supergiant. Cummings tries to find Stewart. Hubs are not happy with that challenge. On come Mohun Bagan Supergiant. Here's Apuya. Sahel making a run of him. Sahel is found. That left foot of Sahel gives a dummy the first time around. Puts the cross in, tries to find Manveer Singh. Falls to him on the second time. Takes that shot first time. Manveer Singh. Wonderful shot. But a wonderful piece of defending by one of those Northeast United defenders. Just about doing enough from keeping Mohun Bagan Supergiant from doubling their lead in this final.
End-to-end action here at the Salt Lake Stadium. Mohun Bagan Supergiant testing the goalkeeper. On the other side, Jitin testing the defenders, the midfielders of Mohun Bagan Supergiant. And Anirudh Thapa playing that key role in midfield, tracking back and helping his team in defense. This man, Manveer Singh, he had an opportunity. He did pull the trigger. The defenders and goalkeeper. Look at that. Chests the ball down, gets the ball in the cross, although Gurmeet was there.
Now comes Toy Singh. End-to-end stuff in this final. Poor delivery. Gets the corner for Northeast United Football Club. It's been a spectacle to watch. There is no doubt about it. You might be supporting either side. You might not be supporting any of these teams. And watching it as a neutral, it's been a wonderful, wonderful first 42 minutes. This season opener of Indian football, the Durand Cup has lived up to its billing. And it's Mohun Bagan Supergiant taking on Northeast United Football Club in this final at the Salt Lake Stadium. Jason Cummings giving the lead to Mohun Bagan Supergiant from a spot kick. But Northeast United keep on coming, keep on trying to knock over that door and get the equalizer in this final.
Look at the fans. And look at that. This is what the players play for. The corner here, Nesta Albiak.
Good delivery by Nesta. Danger still not averted. Now falls to Jitin MS. He's got two players in front of him. Tries to put the ball in. Sixes and sevens. Misses it completely, Ajare. And it's not going to be that easy to beat a man in form. Vishal Kaith has been in supreme form for Mohun Bagan Supergiant. Remember, made those two saves in the penalty shootouts in the quarterfinals. Made the two saves in the penalty shootouts in the semi-finals as well. Very nearly coming in on that occasion. Ajare, good run, the ball just getting away from him and falling into the hands of Vishal Kaith. Thapa, Stewart, lovely turn by Sahal Abdul Samad, brilliant first touch. Thought he had a man there. For anyone who's watching football, anyone who's learning how to play football, just take a look at that first touch. It's the first touch. That first touch when he just completely got the better of his defender. Just one touch and he was out of the equation.
This was it. Look at that for the first touch. He's got eyes behind him. Lucky there, Hamza. If Sahal Abdul Samad fell to the ground, that could have been a second yellow if he made a mockery out of it.
Yeah, the boy is from Kerala. He's played his formative years as far as development is concerned in the Middle East as well. And ever since he's come back to Indian football, he's been a blessing for the game in this country. You need players like these. You need that players who give that something special. Give young boys who are watching at home, watching in the stadium, a chance to dream that me too, rather I too, can go on and do something like this. This is the way the beautiful game should be played. This is why we go out to play, and this is why we train day in and day out for moments and occasions like these. Stewart. Abuya now being pressurized by both those Northeast United players. Remember, 4 of them in the Mohun Bagan Supergiant half. Make that 5 now. Hamza just hasn't seemed to be settling into that defensive role for Northeast United Football Club. Shifts play on to Liston Colasso. He has Sahel in front of him. Cuts back inside. Poor first touch by Thapa. And here's Jitin. New man Ashish Rai getting into the act as well. Five minutes of stoppage time remaining in this first half. The first half where both the teams have had their moments in this game.
প্লিজ বন্ধুরা
By no means has
সবাই
one team
একটু
walked away
সাবস্ক্রাইব
with the
করে
half.
দিও,
Yes, Mohun Bagan
সাবস্ক্রাইব করে
Supergiant
চ্যানেলটার
are
পাশে
leading the
থাকো
game. There's no doubt about it.
আর ভিডিওতে
Jason
একটা করে
Cummins
লাইক
making
করে
no
দাও।
mistake from the spot. His third game versus Northeast United Football Club in as many competition. His third goal
দেখতে
versus
দেখতে
Northeast United Football
ফার্স্ট
Club.
হাফের খেলা কিন্তু প্রায়
And I'm guessing post that
শেষ
lemon
হওয়ার
break, you're going
পথে।
to be seeing this man in
এক্সট্রা
action.
টাইমের খেলা চলছে এখন।
Dimitri Petratos.
Well, what a change that will be. In the second 45 minutes, if he's brought on early on.
প্লিজ ডিয়ার ফ্রেন্ডস
Who does he
সাবস্ক্রাইব
replace?
মাই চ্যানেল and
Alberto
like the
Rodriguez,
video.
he has been taken off, which means there's a chance for him to come on.
Yeah, it's a question for Jose Molina. I'm guessing he's going to take that, decide who he has to change, because Jason Cummings is not the kind of player who drops deep. From what we saw in Petratos in the semi-finals, loves dropping deep, combining with midfielders, but then you'll have 2 of those players like Greg Stewart and Petratos, which would mean as that goal-scoring threat or the threat in the box. You won't have too many of those players in the box, that numbers in the box. So it's an interesting call. Who will he pull out? Will it be Greg Stewart? Will it be Jason Cummings? The second half will tell us all about that. Still 3 minutes remaining in stoppage time of the first half. Flying tackle coming in from Thoy Singh. Corner for Mohun Bagan Supergiant. Huge numbers out in support of their favorite team, out in support of the beautiful game. Just look at that gallery behind the goal. Filled up with players, filled up with supporters. Ball put in at that first post, trying to find Mandeep Singh. It's been an interesting first half, Karan. What have you made of it? You suppose things are going to change in the next 45? Or you expect it to continue much like the same in the first half?
Well, Mohun Bagan Super Giant, they have dominated the first 45 minutes in all three departments. There's been one bright spark in Northeast United, and that's been Jitin MS. We know he's troubled the defenders, he's taken players on, although it all depends now, what do the coaches say? What are the tactics that will be played in the second half? Currently, Mohun Bagan Super Giant slowing the pace down, as we can see, forcing Northeast United to play in their own half.
Yeah, one of those players, Hamza Raghui, has dropped in ever since that injury to Mohammad Ali Pemamar, one of the star players in this tournament. Here's Ajare. It's good to see him getting involved in the game now. From a Northeast perspective, you need to get him as many touches on the ball. Hasn't had the most influentials of first half, whether it be him or Thoy Singh as well. Those two players need to be involved if you want to silence this capacity crowd at the Salt Lake Stadium in Kolkata. Stewart. They put numbers in that Mohun Bagan Super Giant half, but they're not closing them down. So they're letting them play, but the press really not quite feeling like a press, and thus you have openings like this at the back. Liston Colasso coming down that left flank. Dinesh Singh giving a chase, puts in a good ball, wonderful finish. Mohun Bagan Super Giant are rolling. Mohun Bagan Super Giant are flying. Wonderful football. Sahal Abdul Samad doubling Mohun Bagan Super Giants' lead in this final of the Durand Cup.
And at the end of the first half, what about that for a play down the left flank? It was Liston Colasso using his pace to his advantage, and Sahal Abdul Samad at the right place at the right time. This is what the fans would have wanted. 2 goals in the first 45 minutes. No goals conceded. All smiles here at the Yuva Bharati Kirangan Stadium in Kolkata. Well, dominating display of talent, of passion. Here, listen, Colasso taking Dinesh on, getting the ball in across for Sahal Abdul Samad. A first-time finish into the back of the net. The fans will want to keep watching it, but look at that for a pass. Arjun, look at that for a pass. A topo, absolutely brilliant.
Assist made in Goa, finish coming in from Kerala, that goal loved by Kolkata, and applauded nonetheless by Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Oh, football, we love you. We absolutely love you. Brilliant display, brilliant 45 minutes by Mohun Bagan Super Giant, and a much-deserved 2-goal lead in this first half. A first half that's belonged to the Green and Maroon. A first half that's belonged to the defending champions. A first half where the defending champions have dominated proceedings from minute 1.
আর অবশ্যই সেকেন্ড হাফে
Mohun Bagan Super Giant leading
খেলাটা
the
উপভোগ
final of
করো
this Durand Cup, the
এবং
133rd
দেখতে থাকো।
edition, by 2-0. Both those goals coming in from Jason Cummings, and towards the end of that first half, the second goal coming in from a wonderful move set up by Liston Colasso, finished by Sahal Abdul Samad. This capacity crowd has been given a wonderful display of football. It's been a wonderful evening of football. There is no doubt about it. Mohun Bagan Super Giant are looking good for title number 18 in the Durand Cup. 45 minutes in the first half, 2-0 to Mohun Bagan Super Giant.
Absolutely dominating there. The fans loving it. Jose Molina loving it. In the second 45 minutes, this is going to be a big challenge for both these sides. It's the final of the Indian Oil Durand Cup, and here the Lions' share of ball possession in the favor of the home team, as you can say, or some might say. 8 shots, 4 on target, and 2 goals from that. 2 yellow cards have been shown to Northeast United. Hamza, he has to be careful. Although in the second 45 minutes, Juan Pedro Benali, he will want to change that. He will want to change these numbers. He want more shots taken on target. Northeast United standing with 1 shot on target in the first 45 minutes.
Yeah, whichever way you look at it, those stats firmly in favor of Mohun Bagan Supergiant. Another number of stats coming in your place. Most touches, Subhashish Bose with 46. Most shots, Jason Cummings 3. One of them resulting in the back of the net from the spot. Most chances created, Sahal Abdul Samad. He's looked special. He's looked good. He's looked like a different player out on the field. Getting that second goal at the end of the first half. Wonderful move set up by Liston Colasso. It's so good to see you have two India internationals, combining beautifully to give Mohun Bagan Supergiant the lead. It was a special occasion. There's no doubt about it. The stadium was filled up. Huge number of dignitaries present as well at the Yuva Bharati Kridangan in Kolkata. It was the final of the 133rd edition of the Indian Oil Durand Cup. Mohun Bagan Supergiant taking on Northeast United Football Club. And within the first 15 minutes, Sahal Abdul Samad was brought down by Ashir Akhtar Karan. Jason Cummings making no mistake whatsoever from the spot.
Absolutely not needed there by Ashir Akhtar. Pulling Sahal Abdul Samad from behind, and Jason Cummings making no mistake, sending the goalkeeper the other way. But look at that for a finish. Even if Gurmeet dived in the right direction, he was not getting close to that. And after which, Greg Stewart getting past 2 defenders of Northeast United. His finish, not the best, but questions will be asked on Northeast United's defense.
Yeah, but it was that kind of a game because if Mohun Bagan Supergiant were dominating, Northeast United did
Please
have their
বন্ধুরা
moments as
সবাই
well.
একটু
Jitan MS,
সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দাও
clearly their
প্লিজ।
standout player for Juan Pedro Benali. This time Manveer Singh being set up by Sahal Abdul Samad. Gurmeet making a good save, staying on his feet, being adept to what was thrown at him. And it wasn't done as yet. Acharya this time taking a shot, just hasn't been that involved in the first 45, but then came the move of the game, and this one set up beautifully. First by Anirudh Thapa, put out for Liston Colasso. Wonderful cross coming in, found Sahal Abdul Samad for that second goal of the game. At the end of the first 45, 2-0 to Mohun Bagan Supergiant. One little break, second half on the other side.
Stop.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी। हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
I have to leave. बैंक में छोटा सा काम है.
अरे भाई साहब, आजकल छोटे छोटे काम के लिए बैंक कौन जाता है? मैं। You have any problem? भाई, मुझे नहीं, आपको बार बार बैंक जाना पड़ता है ना। अब हम जहाँ, बैंक वहाँ। IDFC फर्स्ट बैंक होगा तो मोर मिलेगा।
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us for the 133rd edition of the Indian Oil Durand Cup 2024, powered by Coal India, organized by the Indian Armed Forces, and supported by the government of Meghalaya. It's semi-final time, and this game is coming to you from the Nehru Stadium in Shillong, home side, Shillong Lajong Football Club, taking on Northeast United Football Club. And we're off. We're off in what is a beautiful stadium. We're off in what is, of course, promises to be a brilliant night for Indian football. Shillong Lajong in their all-red kits. Northeast United in their all-white kits. And fighting for a place in the final of this edition's Durand Cup. And straight away, the home side is on the attack, down the left flank. You can hear that cheer. You can hear that loud cheer whenever Shillong Lajong is on the ball. Brilliant, of course, combination there this time. Brilliantly put in as well. And straight away, Northeast United have taken the lead in this first semi-final of the Durand Cup. Thoi Singh at the end of a beautiful cross, silencing the Nehru Stadium in Shillong. You'd have to say so far, from a Shillong Lejong perspective, of course, yes, what's up front is not working too much for them. They don't seem to have that much of a threat as far as goal scoring opportunities is concerned. Meanwhile, Jitin has gone down holding his right leg.
Oh, that's a bang from behind. It's almost clipping him off. The referee doesn't have a card for this. It could be paining. Lucky for him, the shin pads are on. What a player Ronnie has been translated into a very experienced player. He's got a goal to his credit. Look at that. Beautiful back heel there. Manikandan really going up and putting the ball between the defender and the goalkeeper. And look at the sight from Toysing. Simply getting in between 3-4 red shirts and putting the ball in for a goal. Wonderful goal there.
And here's one of them. Onto jersey number 21 now. Goes for that long-range shot. Gurmeet doing just about enough.
In the middle of the park, every time he gets the ball, look at that. Nobody really attacking him. He takes a swipe at the goal, dips in front of the goalkeeper. He's always been ready there to take that strong. Nice layoff. And right in the center, he's got two options. Oh, that was a deflection from the defender. Lucky goalkeeper. Really showed his reflex so beautifully.
Here's Nesta, beautiful touch, beautiful turn. Tries to find Ajare, brilliant touch. And what a, again, miss it the first time. Makes no mistake the second time around. It looks like the referee spoiled the party. Because that goal is not going to count. The offside flag is up.
Thinking it was perfect. Look at that. The ball he was in the onside position. No offside from our side. And that's the reason why he was brought into this match. To create these goals.
Look at that. To understand why that offside has been
প্লিজ
given.
সবাই
Because
সেকেন্ড হাফে
you see
আবার
that
জয়েন
ball
হয়েও
ricocheting off the pole.
ম্যাচটা
He's
উপভোগ করো,
clearly
দারুণ
behind the
ম্যাচ হচ্ছে।
defender. So as things stand, it should be the second goal for North East United.
Yes. And that's why the discussion over there, because the ball has gone ricocheted on the pole. And then come back and let's see what that's what is given. He's given it 2-0.
Rightfully done, and rightfully so. Good officiating from Krista John in a massive, massive game. This is a massive moment for this game. Ajare giving a 2-0 lead to North East United, courtesy some brilliant play by Nesta first, and then of course the touch to bring it down. A bit of controversy and a bit of confusion as far as the decision was, but nonetheless that decision has been reversed and it's done in favor of North East United. Yeah, you can see that touch again and again. What a brilliant first touch that was. Missed it the first time, made no mistake the second time around. Ajare, brilliant, just brilliant stuff. Juan Pedro Benali has gone 2 goals up in this semi-final, courtesy of the 2 changes he's made to the starting 11. Well, as things stand, North East United are going somewhere they've never gone before in the history of the club, and that is the final of a competition. Their best ever performance in the ISL semi-finals 2020-21. Their best ever performance in a Super Cup semi-final again in 2023. Well, this time around, they could go one up as far as that performance is concerned. Not too far away from it. Remember, it's only the first half. Samte again. Here's the new boy, Ritim Talang, straight away takes the shot. It's a feisty shot, rather it was Ajare. Quick turn, quick to take the shot as well.
He's got everything in him, Look at that strength he has got to keep the ball away from the defender, then turning himself, has a lot of space over there to put that ball on the last. That's the applaud from the coach. Well done, boy.
Put in by Samte, brilliant save on the line. Danger still not averted, finally averted. Manas Dube showing brilliant reflexes, stopping North East United from making that 2-goal lead into a 3-goal lead.
It's important for goalkeepers, to make the right decision. That's the reason why the ball came in inch perfect, and then a header straight into the hands of the goalkeeper, who really palms it away for safety. He also knows this could have been the game, set and match for him.
Ball put in, numbers in the box. They've got to attack it this time. Danger still not averted. Eventually, referee Crystal John blows in favour of Northeast United.
And that ball traveled pretty well over there. There were a host number of Reds to really attack. But look at that. Lovely defending once again from the back. And then this foul ball inside the box.
हर पल बनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी हर पल बनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
ये है क्रैक्स बिगीज,
साइज में बिग विद यमी स्विस चीज इसके चीज के टेस्ट में समाओ लाइफ में जितना भी हो छो जाओ बिगीज खाओ और रिलैक्स हो जाओ
नया क्रैक्स बिगीज, बिग साइज, बिग चीज, बिग रिलैक्स, क्रैक्स।
Thank you so much for joining us for the 133rd edition of the Indian Oil Durand Cup 2024, powered by Coal India, jointly organized by the Indian Armed Forces and the government of West Bengal. The lights are out, the phones are out in support because their favorite team, Mohun Bagan Super Giants, 17-time winners of this tournament, are en route to make it number 18. What a first half it's been from the Yuva Bharati Trirangan in Kolkata. 2 goals, too good for Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Both the goals coming in from Jason Cummings and Sahal Abdul Samad. And this capacity crowd that's present in this stadium has been treated to some wonderful football, some free-flowing football. It's been a final that's been worthy of a final. 2 of the best teams in the Durand Cup, no doubt. Mohun Bagan Super Giant with 12 goals in the build-up to the final. Northeast United Football Club with 16 goals in the build-up to this final. And it's a win-win for Indian football. There is no doubt about it. It's an absolute win for Indian football. As we're not too far away from the second half. 2 forced changes in the first half for both these teams. Alberto Rodriguez had to be subbed off. In his place came Ashish Rai for Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Mohammad Ali Behmamad to be subbed off owing to a muscle injury. And in his place came jersey number 10, Nestor Albiak. Remember, you have a total of 5 changes. Both teams have already exercised 1, so 4 apiece for both these sides. My name is Arjun Pandit, and I'm delighted to be joined in this commentary box by Karan Sani.
What a first 45 minutes it has been, Arjun. Well, not the one Northeast United would have liked. A forced substitution for Juan Pedro Banali. Behmamad, who was brought off. And for Mohun Bagan Super Giant, 2 goals. And 2 goals coming in quick fashion. 2 goals coming in style. Saladul Samad and Cummings getting those goals.
Yeah, massive change being made by Northeast United Football Club. Thoi Singh didn't see too much of him in that first half, and so expected. Guillermo has been brought on the field. Remember, did not start the game in the semi-final, did not start the final as well, has already scored 4 goals in the tournament. So it'll be interesting to see how they line up now. Ajare, I'm guessing, will be moving to the left of that trio. Guillermo will be playing front and center for Northeast United Football Club.
ওয়েলকাম ফ্রেন্ডস, সবাই তাড়াতাড়ি জয়েন হয়ে যাও।
For Mohun Bagan Super Giant, we were talking about in that
যারা যারা
first half, that
দেখছো
changes
সবাই
were
একটু
even
চ্যানেলটাকে
made.
সাবস্ক্রাইব করে
Petratos is coming in,
ভিডিওটা একটা লাইক করে দিও।
and he's coming in place of Sahal Abdul Samad. So that
চ্যানেলটাকে
goal
গ্রো
has been
করতে
taken by
সাহায্য
Jose
করো
Molina.
সবাই। থ্যাংক ইউ।
Cummings and Petratos and Stewart, that trio will be operating together in the remaining 45 in this final. Already 2 goals too good in this final. We'll be hoping to add a few more to what has been a wonderful display of football by the green and maroon.
Dangerous when you see those three up front. Petratos now, he's been brought on. Cummings and Greg Stewart. Any defense is going to think twice. How do you tackle these three men? And now, for Northeast United, a challenge to get past Mohun Bagan Super Giants defense as well.
Yeah, Guillermo Hierro, he's been around Spanish football. He's only 28 years old, so you've got a boy who's in his prime. Has done the bulk of goal scoring for Northeast United in the build-up to the semi-final throughout this tournament. Seems like the kind of player who knows how to find the back of the net, but also someone who knows how to link up with players in their attack, loves falling deep as well, is always there at the right place at the right time, so it sets it up for a wonderful 45. While for Petratos, what a signing has been for Mohun Bagan Super Giants, second season with the club, and straight away big name player, big money player, doing what he's brought in for, that is scoring goals. And he scores goals aplenty. Cummings combining with Stewart, being cheered on by that capacity crowd. In the semi-final, we saw that Petratos loved falling deep. I'm guessing you'll see a lot more of that in the second half as well. Cummings is going to stay up front, operating in that striker role. Jitin MS, he's been wonderful, not part of the camp that's been called up by Manolo Marquez for the Intercontinental Cup, but I'm guessing you put in performances like these on a regular basis, the ISL not too far away, that call up to the Indian national team should also not to be too far away for this young boy from Thrissur. Alberto Rodriguez, Sal Abdul Samad now will be watching the game on from the bench. Sahel doing his part, getting that second goal for Mohun Bagan Super Giant was a lovely touch. Nesta puts the ball in. First up, wonderfully taken by Ajare. Just couldn't pack quite a power into it.
Look at that for a free kick. The ball falls perfectly there for Ajare. Two blockers making it possible for him. Although could he have taken a touch before that finish? A shot on target, not troubling the goalkeeper. Easy there for Vishal Kent.
So within these first 2 minutes, you can see that Cummings has dropped deep this time. Petratos staying up. And I'm guessing that's the way that duo is going to be continuing for Mohun Bagan Super Giant. One of them drops deep, combines with midfield. The other stays up for that ball. A total of 42 matches played in this tournament before this final. 140 goals scored in those 42 matches. An average of 3.33 goals per match, which means you've seen the back of the net on a number of occasions in this tournament. It's been that sort of a tournament. Total of 97 players who found the back of the net before this final. Foreigners scoring goals, 27 of them accounting for 51 goals in this tournament. 70 Indians accounting for 87 goals scored in this tournament. Good pressure put in by Ajare. Guillermo brought down there. Referee decided to play it on, but then has given the foul in a dangerous position for Northeast United.
Two defensive errors there by Ashish Rai in quick succession. Ball played in here. The chance to clear. Guillermo, the foul on him earlier on. The free kick was given for that. Big man in the box there. Guillermo.
And that's the quality of a top player. He's come on, it's been just 2 minutes since he's come on the field, and straight away he started impacting the game. That is what Guillermo brings to the table. Now the delivery needs to be good from Ajare. It's a worked free kick. Spotted well by Liston Colasso, and on come Mohun Bagan Supergiant. Petratos giving it chase.
বন্ধুরা 100 জন দেখছো, সবাই একটু লাইক করে দাও আর সবাই চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে একটু পাশে থেকো। থ্যাংক ইউ।
Nonetheless, the crowd applauding the effort of the Aussie. Here's Tondonba. Not kept in play by Ajare.
Well, look at that. Petratos there. Was he going for goal? Because if he was, he's more dangerous than I've ever thought. Getting that shot on target from that far out. Unbelievable.
My guess is you ask him if he was going for goal, he's always going to say 100%, even if he wasn't at the time. But that's what a striker is. You've got to have a bit of selfishness in you if you want to be a striker in top flight football. It's a quality every striker needs. You've always got to have that hunger to find the back of the net, no matter what the chance presented to you. It's a quality that's in Jason Cummings. You don't see him involved or affecting the game too much from a game position. But whenever the opportunity falls, he's at the right place at the right time, and the finishing is on point. 12 goals last season for Mohun Bagan Supergiant. And he's already scoring the goals this season into the Durand Cup as well. Domba puts in a good ball for Guillermo. Now Jitin Emes is there, has space for the shot. Ably blocked by Subhashish Bose.
Look at that ball played in across Guillermo, winning that header in the box. Jitin Emes going for goal. Good defending there by Subhashish. Getting him in front of the goalkeeper, getting that block, making it easy for Vishal Ket.
Petratos now at the other end. Takes the shot first time. Dips before it as well. Gurmeet well placed. At the challenge, of course, posed by that shot. Now, on come Northeast United Football Club. They've looked fluid as well in this first half. Finds Jitin Emes, who has made his way to the right flank. Remember, was playing on the left flank in the first half. Has got the better of Subhashish Bose. He's looked good. He's looked amazing. His decision making has been on point and wins a corner for Northeast United.
Better there from the Islanders. 7 minutes have been played so far in this second half. Nestor now, he was brought on in the first half, forced substitution in midfield, a chance for him.
That curling left footer from Nestor Olbiok has that assist to his name in the semi-final formed Ajare versus Shillong Lejong Football Club. Here he is on the ball again, and that left foot, he just looks like such an assured player. Goes for a long ranger, unable to keep it on target. But you give him space, you give him time, and he'll give you a glimpse of what he can do.
He was looking for the ball to dip there. Nestor, a shot not too far away from the target, brings it down very well. Liston Colasso should have closed him down, should have gone in earlier and blocked that shot. This man, he can be dangerous. He can be a game changer.
I think close to about 50,000 people have come in to enjoy this final. It's the 133rd edition of the Indian Oil Durand Cup. The two best teams out on the field contesting for that trophy. One has never won silverware since the start. The other has won this tournament 17 times, now going for title number 18 in this competition. Huge list of honours as far as Mohun Bagan Supergiant is concerned. Winners of the ISL 22-23 season. Winners of the ISL League Shield in the 23-24 season. Won the National Football League 3 times. Won the I-League twice. Won the Federation Cup 14 times. Durand Cup 17 times. Super Cup twice. So it's a club which is steeped in history. It's a club that's steeped in winning. And that's what's expected of every player. Have splashed out the cash, as they're not just got their eyes on the Indian season, but also Asian football. Meanwhile, at the other end, Jitin MS now finds
Oh.
Ajare. Ajare pulls
এই
one back
মুহূর্তে
for
নর্থ
Northeast
ইস্ট কিন্তু
United.
একটা
Out
গোল
of
পরিশোধ করে
nowhere,
দিল।
simply out of nowhere, he's pulled a rabbit out of the bag. Northeast United Football Club are back in this game. Aladin Ajare, set up by Jitin MS, got Vishal Keth napping.
বন্ধুরা তোমরা যারা যারা মোহনবাগানের সাপোর্টার, তা জয় মোহনবাগান লিখে দাও একবার কমেন্ট বক্সে।
Well, the fans have asked for a wish, and Aladin has answered. It is Ajare with that goal, a first-time finish in towards the first post. Chetan MS there gets the ball down across the defender, lays it off for Ajare, and Vishal get beaten at the first post. What about that for the finish? Game on, says Juan Pedro Bernali.
Wonderful, wonderful finish. Vishal Keth would have been hoping that he's going for that far post, decided to give him the fox bent in for that first post, deceived him in the process. The finishing bracing back Northeast United Football Club. Ajare's goal scoring record in this competition continues. Scored the second goal for Northeast United in the semi-final now, and has scored the first goal for his team in this all-important final versus Mohun Bagan Supergiant.
জয় মোহনবাগান।
Oh, it's game on now. There is no doubt about it. It is absolutely game on. And in that process, Dinesh Singh of Northeast United Football Club has been handed another yellow card. Now that's 3 yellow cards, Karan, for Northeast United.
Well, it's going to be a physical one. It's not going to be an easy one. Dinesh there with an aggressive challenge, a yellow card being shown to him. But now this is going to be fun. It's going to be interesting.
Still more than 30 minutes time remaining, and this game is well and truly on. And that's credit to both these teams, the best two teams in the tournament so far. Mohun Bagan Supergiants surely looking like the dominant side in the first 45, but Northeast United and the changes they've effected by Juan Pedro Bernali have definitely made a case for themselves in this second 45. Pulling one back within the first 10 minutes of the second half, Aladin Ajare getting their first goal. It's 2-1 now to Mohun Bagan Supergiant. But now it remains to be seen how this game will play out tactically. Northeast United are going to come at them. There's no doubt about it. It remains to be seen how deep Mohun Bagan Supergiant fall back. Meanwhile, Guillermo now found. Guillermo has found a back of the
এই
net.
মুহূর্তে দুটো গোলই কিন্তু
Within the
পরিশোধ
space
হয়ে
of
গেল।
5 minutes, Northeast United
খেলা কিন্তু
have
দারুণ
leveled
জমে
things up
উঠেছে।
at the Salt Lake Stadium.
জয় নর্থ
Wonderful,
ইস্ট,
wonderful goal.
জয় মোহনবাগান।
Talk about making a change in this game. Talk about impacting in this game. Guillermo Fernandez has done absolutely that. Northeast United are back in this game. 2 apiece within the first 58 minutes.
Well, 12 minutes have played in this second half, and this is magic. And look at that, 2 goals in quick succession. A ball played in, and look at that for a finish. First time into the top corner. Vishal Keth, no chance for him. He could not have finished that any better. Guillermo and his celebration. Juan Pedro Bernali knows this is a master stroke. The fans know, Northeast United fans know, the travelling fans know that now it is not only 2-2, it is advantage Northeast United. They've got the momentum.
Oh, this is wonderful. Wonderful game of football. Football, we love you. Just a roller coaster of emotions in this game. Who would have thought Northeast United would pull things back within the first 12 minutes of the second half? What a finish that was from Guillermo Fernandez. Continues his goal-scoring record. Has come off the bench this time in the final and straight away has had an impact, not just in that first goal, but also getting one back for his
ম্যাচটা
team
কিন্তু
to
দারুণ
level
জমে
things up
উঠেছে
in
এবার।
this final.
ফাইনালটা পুরো একদম ফাইনালের মতন কন্টেস্ট হচ্ছে।
Tighten your seatbelts.
দেখা যাক
That's all we can
মোহনবাগান
say.
এবার
Tighten your
দুর্দান্তভাবে
seatbelts
ফিরে
because
আসবে।
this remaining 30 minutes in this final is bound to be a roller coaster of a ride.
জয়
It could
মোহনবাগান।
go either way. It could go either way. No clear favorite as far as the first 60 minutes is concerned. It's a new game. An absolutely new game starts now. A new final starts now in the remaining 30 minutes of this game.
Look at him. John Abraham, the owner, not smiling just yet, but he knows that his team could have their hands on silverware. His team could create something special. They could create history here away from home at the Salt Lake Stadium.
Yeah, you see that back three of Mohun Bagan Supergiant being exploited from the smart movement of Guillermo Fernandez. That time around, just a while back, Achare's ball didn't quite find him, but again he was in the middle of Tom Aldred and Subhashish Bose. And now that's going to be his modus operandi, moving ahead all the time, making use of that back three, because that's one of the challenges you face from a team's perspective when you're playing three at the back. And if your midfield is not supporting you at the same time, then gaps will be found aplenty by attacking team. Another change now being affected by Jose Molina. This one is Abhishek Suryavanshi, who's coming in for Greg Stewart. So the coach paying heed to what's playing out on the field right now. Abhishek Suryavanshi, those young players, part of their reserve setup as well last season. A team that's been winning in the Calcutta Football League, being brought on to shore up the defensive side of things. Can't have three players who are not dropping deep to help your team off the ball. And my guess is that's one of the reasons that the youngster has been put in the remainder of these 30 minutes.
To do the dirty work in midfield, to help his attackers attack better. When Petrados was brought on in the second half, we thought it was game over. But this has been a different story. A story Northeast United is writing at the Salt Lake Stadium.
Oh, they're calling the shots and they're enjoying themselves now. Ajayre again finding Jitin MS, does well to keep it in play, tries to find danger still not averted. Lovely shot taken in. Vishal Kaith doing just about enough from keeping that ball out, from stopping Northeast United from taking the lead. What a wonderful second half it's been for the team in white.
A thunder strike there by McCartan Nixon. He does win a corner there for Northeast United. Nestor Albiak this time from the other side.
McCartan Lewis Nixon has been playing his part in this tournament from the bench. That time very nearly getting the third goal for Northeast United Football Club. Wonderful connection. Just the direction was straight in the path of an alert Vishal Kaith. Here comes Jitin MS again. Does well to put it in. McCartan was giving it chase. But they're on the ascendancy. There's no doubt about it. They're on the absolute ascendancy in this second half. Northeast United Football Club have really stepped up. Here's Nestor Albiak. Goes deep.
Pressure is on. Mohun Bagan Supergiant. Zabako there. Tracking back. He's one of those men, he knows that he can score goals in those corners, in those set pieces. He has that timing when he leaps in for aerial duels. What a second half so far it has been for Northeast United. 18 minutes have been played and 2 goals. We were talking about shots on target in the first half. Here, a different story.
Another corner now for Northeast United. They just keep on coming. They seem to be growing in confidence from every minute on now in the second half. Nestor Albiak, Guillermo Fernandez, Ajare, Jitin MS, all of them doing their bit to put the pressure on Mohun Bagan Supergiant. And hear that stadium. You can hear a pin drop in that stadium, and that's because the team they've come out to support has been put on the back foot. Nestor puts in a lovely ball again. Attacked this time by Zabako, unable to keep it on target. Another attack falling in for Northeast United Football Club.
Perfect timing there. Look at that. Not the tallest of defenders, although times his leap right over. Subhashish Bose, not very far away. It's a race. This is a race not only for the final, not only for silverware, also in terms of golden boot. Noah Sadoy tops that chart, 6 goals. There are 2 players in Northeast United who have a chance of getting their hands on the golden boot. Guillermo with 5 goals and Jitin MS has 4 to his name.
That 5th goal coming just a while back. Wonderful finish by Guillermo Fernandez. Remember, had that scorpion kick in the quarterfinals versus Indian Army football team. Took us a while in the commentary box as well to understand what just happened, but that's the beauty of Guillermo. Right place, right time when given their opportunity. Knows how to convert that opportunity. Maybe the spectacular or just the simple. And which is why he is a player that should be watched out. You need to watch out for this player in this season. It's been a brilliant acquisition. You look at all the foreign signings for Northeast United, it's been wonderful acquisitions. Maybe Ajare, Nestor Albiak, Miguel Zabaka or Guillermo, these 4-5 players will be so crucial in this new season of Indian football for the Highlanders.
Mohun Bagan super giant now. It's like they've gone in defensive mode. Northeast United dominating football, keeping the ball in Mohun Bagan's half. Nestor Albiak, was he that key substitution? Forced substitution, of course, that missing link midfield.
Yeah, all's well that ends well. Didn't quite understand the reason why he did not start someone with that kind of quality and the kind of impact he can have on the game. Lost by Mahmoud but got Nestor in the process. And straight away the creativity of someone like Nestor, the positive impact it's having in the attack of Northeast United is there for all to see. 2-0 down after the first half, 2-2 within the first 12-15 minutes of the second half.
বন্ধুরা ভিডিওতে কোনো প্রবলেম আসলে তোমরা অবশ্যই কমেন্ট বক্সে জানিও।
Contesting for their first piece of silverware in the history of this club is Northeast United Football Club. Here's Nestor now. He's got a Jared, opts to go for a long ranger himself. Blocked by Tom Aldred, falls into the path of Vishal Keth. Mohun Bagan super giant just don't seem to understand what's hit them. Not being able to keep possession, not being able to keep the ball in play. Losing it in as much time for Northeast United. Ball put in again, trying to find Nestor and Guillermo. Their best ever performance in the ISL 2020-21 season when they reached the semi-finals. Super Cup again, their best ever performance has been a semi-final in the 2023 season. This side knows they can make history. This side knows they can go down as this first team to bring in silverware for Northeast United Football Club. Dondomba with a long throw in. Big shot taken by Jitin MS. Wonderful save by Vishal Keth.
দুর্দান্ত সেভ করলো বিশাল কায়েত।
Wonderful display of
দারুণভাবে
football.
মোহন বাগানকে কিন্তু খেলার মধ্যে রেখেছে বিশাল কায়েত।
It's still 2 apiece. How Northeast United Football Club have not
Mohun
taken the lead in this game is beyond me because they just keep on coming.
Jitin MS, he couldn't have hit it any better. What a strike there. Testing Vishal Keth. It's only when Northeast United attack after attack, testing Mohun Bagan super giant, their defense, time after time, and this time their goalkeeper.
দুর্দান্ত সেভ করেছেন কিন্তু বিশাল
Wonderful
কায়েত।
connection.
দারুণ ব্রিলিয়ান্ট।
Venomous strike from Jitin
যতই
MS.
প্রশংসা করা হবে ততই কম হবে। জয় মোহন বাগান।
A little to the left, a little to the right, and probably Vishal Keth would have had troubles keeping it out of the goal. Nonetheless, showing his alertness, keeping Mohun Bagan super giant on level terms. Close to 70 minutes in this final of the 133rd edition of the Indian Oil Durand Cup. Both these teams on level terms, 2-2. Remember, at the end of 90 minutes, if this game finishes on level terms, we're going straight into penalty shootouts. There is no extra time. We're going straight into penalty shootouts.
Well, what a game this has been so far. A little over 20 minutes of regulation time. A chance for both these sides to get one, to get a goal. And that's where the
বন্ধুরা
magic
প্লিজ
happens.
সবাই একটু
After the
সাবস্ক্রাইব
75th
করে দিও
minute,
আর ভিডিওটা একটা করে
it's
লাইক করে
always
দিও।
been where the goals have been scored.
সরি বারবার বিরক্ত করার জন্য।
Yes, we can see once again McCartan Nixon, the midfielder who likes challenges. He likes to take players on. He doesn't shy away from tackling. Juan Pedro Benali there has been animated in the second half. He knows he has that sense of belief in him now that the third goal is coming.
Petratos on the ball.
অলরেডি 70 মিনিট হয়ে গেছে, আর কিন্তু 20 মিনিট
Numbers in
বাকি
the
আছে
box, tries to find
ম্যাচের।
them. Was always going to be second best, just given the distance that the ball would have had to cover. Now comes Subhashish Bose, finds Petratos. Tondomba Singh out there to put pressure on the Aussie. One step over, takes the shot first time. Straight into the path of Gurmeet. But I guess it's been a while since we've seen Mohun Bagan Supergiant come up with an attack, so refreshing from a supporter perspective.
Look at that twisting and turning. This time Petratos there with his left foot. He knows he can curl past that towards the second post. This time into the hands of the goalkeeper. A corner threat still here.
Early corner taken in by Petratos. Danger still not averted. Finally cleared by Northeast United.
ফাইনাল ম্যাচ
That's been
কিন্তু
a feature for Mohun
দারুণ
Bagan
হয়ে
Supergiant. You
গেছে।
saw it in the semi-final versus Bengaluru FC as well. As soon as they would win something in or around the box, and if it was a corner, it was quickly taken. To catch opposing defences napping. Very nearly getting the better of Northeast United that time.
A change now for Northeast United, the golden boy, as some call him, the fans call him. He's been brought on, although a surprising change for me. Jitin MS, he has been brought off. If that's a tactical change, it's a little strange for me, Arjun.
Yeah, I guess it's from a point of view that he's so far has been a standout player. There is no doubt about it. It's Jitin MS. But I guess that's a big call taken by Juan Pedro Benali. Part to bring to the table is that he's got
বন্ধুরা
goal scoring
50
prowess
লাইকস
in him.
টার্গেট, প্লিজ
He's got
তাড়াতাড়ি
goals in him, that
টার্গেট
boy.
পূরণ করে
We
দাও,
saw that in the semi-final as
আর
well. in the
অবশ্যই চ্যানেলটার পাশে
Shillong
থেকো,
Lechon. As soon as he came
সাবস্ক্রাইব
on within the first 4-5
করে
minutes,
রেখো
got the third goal
চ্যানেলটিকে
for
অবশ্যই।
Northeast United. Meanwhile, Dinesh has gone down. And you mentioned this in the first half too, Karan, that with the ISL season approaching not too far away, less than a week or more than just about a week for a brand new season of the ISL, you've got to keep an eye on that. How much do you push players from a fitness point of view so that you maintain freshness for the start of a new ISL season?
Well, now it will be a fresh start for either of these sides. The one who gets the winner, the one who wins the Indian Oil Durand Cup, there will be a shift in momentum, a change in mentality for the season going forward.
And on they come again. Easily opened up that midfield just ball watching at the time. Poor pass by Ajare, which means Mohun Bagan Supergiant come again, but now comes first few touches for the new man, Parthiv Gogoi, straight away combining with Dinesh Singh. Down that right flank, tries to find Guillermo. Brilliant first touch, keeps it in play, takes the shot on the second occasion. But quality, that tells you the quality of this player. That awkward position after which keeping that ball in and then taking the shot.
Well, not easy. Parthiv getting that ball in wonderfully in for Guillermo. One touch away from the defender. Wraps his leg around the ball. Not enough to beat Vishalket.
Petratos this time drops in deep in his own half. Being pressured by McAdon. The race for the Golden Boot is surely hotting up. Noah Sadoy of Kerala
Drinks
Blasters
break.
with 6 goals. Guillermo Fernandez with 5 goals. That goal number 5 coming in a second half that's been eventful to say the least. Jitin MS now playing no further part in this tournament. He's ended his tournament on 4 goals.
first one. Sahal Abdul Samad pulled in from behind by Ashir Akhtar. A penalty won there by Mohun Bagan Supergiant, and this was Jason Cummings making no mistake. What about that for a penalty? Sending the goalkeeper the other way. A solid start there for Mohun Bagan Supergiant. After which it was Liston Colasso threatening down the left flank. Look at that for a pass. To pokes it in towards Sahal Abdul Samad, and he makes no mistake. First time finish. And Jose Molina, what a first 45 minutes it was for Mohun Bagan Supergiant. 2-0. Good dominating display of football. The second half, the story was different. Look at that for a finish. This was Ajale, the first time finish there. An assist for Jitin MS, beating the goalkeeper at the first post. But after that, the second goal was pure magic. Ball in for Guillermo, finishes it first time into the top corner. And now, Juan Pedro Benali says, game on.
Almost definitely game on. What a game it's been. 4 goals, and who's to bet there aren't more goals in this game? 14 minutes of regulation time remaining. Straight into penalty shootout if things remain the way it is. Corner now for Northeast United, clearly on the ascendancy in the second half. The changes making a difference whatsoever straight away.
Okay, thank you.
Guillermo Fernandez, Nesta, Parthiv
সবাই
Gogoi, now the
সাবস্ক্রাইব
latest
করে
change made by Juan Pedro
চ্যানেলটাকে গ্রো
Benali.
করতে সাহায্য করো।
8th corner of the game for Northeast United. Now again, there's Guillermo there at the end of it. Sabako getting at the end of it. Just unable to keep it on target. Apologies, it was the other way around. Guillermo getting on the end of it. Sabako unable to keep it on target.
Ever so dangerous there, Guillermo. Making that run in at the edge of the 6-yard box. A little too heavy with that header. Goal kick there for Vishal Keth.
But that's how good a player he is, Karan. Straight away, you can see he's there in every move, every ball that's put in. Guillermo is in that right place at the right time. Somehow finds a way to find connection on that ball, whether it be take a shot on goal or setting up other players for Northeast United. It's been a wonderful acquisition. From Juan Pedro Benali's perspective, he's got to keep it fit this entire season. If Northeast United Football Club are to do well this season, a lot of it will depend on the shoulders of Guillermo Fernandez.
Northeast United putting the pressure on Mohun Bagan Supergiant there. Forcing Subhashish Bose to go long. Ball one once again in midfield. McCartan Nixon.
2022, the first time Northeast United Football Club took part in the Durand Cup, lost out in the group stages in that edition. Then came last year where they lost out in the semi-finals to Imami East Bengal on penalties. Now 2024. And as things stand, it looks like we're heading into a penalty. It looks like we're heading into a penalty shootout. 12 minutes of regulation time remaining. And if it remains 2 apiece, then we're heading straight into a penalty shootout. Third consecutive penalty shootout it would be for Mohun Bagan Supergiant, who won the quarters and the semis during the shootouts. Jason Cummings drop deeps. Lays it up for Liston Colasso. Liston Colasso tries to cut it back for an oncoming Manveer Singh. Completely misses it in the process.
Interesting there. If it goes to penalties, it's advantage Mohun Bagan Supergiant. They've been there, they've done that. As you mentioned, Arjun, in the semi-finals, in the quarter-finals
দেখতে
as
দেখতে
well.
খেলাটা কিন্তু
Getting the better of
80
Bengaluru
মিনিটের
FC
দিকে
in the semi-finals.
অতিক্রান্ত হয়ে
The
গেল প্রায়।
scoreline was similar as well. It was 2-2.
You talk about momentum. Talk about momentum from a goalkeeper's perspective. When you head into a penalty shootout, you've got to give the momentum. You've got to back Vishal Keth making 2 saves in the penalty shootout in the quarterfinals versus Punjab. Then repeating that in the semi-finals, making 2 crucial saves versus
প্লিজ
Bengaluru
সবাই
FC
একটু
as well.
সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিও আর
So
ভিডিওতে
clearly the
লাইক করে
momentum
দাও
and
একটু
rhythm is with
দয়া
Vishal
করে।
Keth. Young Gurmeet hasn't
সবার
faced
কাছে
the penalty
রিকোয়েস্ট
shootout in this tournament.
চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিও।
And you know it better than anyone, Karan. The penalty shootout is all about nerves. It's mind games. Sometimes even the best of players just seem to think too much. That can eat into your ability to find the back of the net, or from a goalkeeper's perspective, to make that crucial save.
Well, true test of character, true test of handling pressure. When you have that on your shoulders, in front of this crowd, at this venue, at this stadium, if you get past that, it's all worth it.
At the other end, again, Guillermo, the target for Northeast United Football Club. 10 minutes of regulation time remaining. First half belonging to Mohun Bagan Super Giant. 2 goals coming in from Jason Cummings and Sahal Abdul Samad. The second half clearly has belonged to Northeast United. Again, giving away the ball. And on come Northeast United with Parthiv Gogoi. He's got Guillermo in front of it. Nestor to his left. Tries to cut past Subhashish Bose. Again, a missed pass. Mackerton Nicholson now. Finally averting that pressure, Ashish Rai heading it back to Vishal Keth, who goes long. But just look at it. They seem to be a yard faster right now, Northeast United. They seem to be sniffing everything a little faster than Mohun Bagan Super Giant on that field.
Thank you, friends.
Another
Thank
change
you.
being affected by Juan Pedro Bernali. Robin Yadav, number 17, is coming on for these final 10 minutes for Northeast United Football Club. He's coming in place of Dinesh.
Interesting change. Dinesh Singh, he has been brought off, working tirelessly there down that right flank, stopping the likes of Liston Colasso, Subhashish Bose. Robin has been brought on. Juan Pedro Bernali preferring to attack. Is there a change in formation?
Yeah, changes you make now from a coach's perspective. You'll also have an shootout, so whichever player's coming in. Meanwhile, Nestor had the open net in front of him. The angle was different. It was away from him, but lobbing it back into Vishal Keth's arms. Mohun Bagan Super Giants seem to be in 6s and 7s right now.
What was the goalkeeper doing here? Vishal. The ball was played in there behind for him, and that's the consistency you want with your goalkeeper. You make 5 world-class saves.
তো বন্ধুরা, এই মুহূর্তে ধারাবর্ষের কিন্তু একটু সমস্যা হয়েছে চ্যানেল থেকে, সেই জন্য হঠাৎ বন্ধ হয়ে গেল। তো সবাই সাথে থেকো।
Less than 7 minutes remaining in this final. Well, wonderful display it's been for Indian football. Northeast United Football Club never having won a trophy in the history of the club. This team has the chance to go on and do something special. Mohun Bagan Super Giant aiming for trophy number 18 in the Durand Cup. Watching this game live. So many Indian football fans enjoying the Durand Cup action on the Sony Sports Network. And it's been a wonderful month of football. It's been a wonderful start to the season of India.
ব্রডকাস্টিং এর সমস্যা হচ্ছে বন্ধুরা, আমার এখানে কোনো প্রবলেম নেই, তোমরা অবশ্যই সাথে থেকো।
minutes in regulation time. What can Leicester Albion do from here?
There's only one man in that team who's going to take that free kick when it's in that kind of a position. No one else around him to challenge him for that, because Nesta Albion presents and possesses that kind of quality. 24 meters from goal. Short.
ব্রডকাস্টিং এর দারুণ প্রবলেম হচ্ছে।
Super Giant have just not been able to put a few passes together. 2-3 passes, and then Northeast United seem to be winning possession back. Yellow card, another yellow card brandished to Northeast United Football Club.
সরি বন্ধুরা, সরি, একটু ব্রডকাস্টিং এর প্রবলেম হচ্ছিল। আমার এখানে কোনো প্রবলেম নেই।
Given to Ashir of Northeast United. For that challenge coming in, don't see too much wrong in that, even though the referee was perfectly placed to make that decision. Less than 5 minutes remaining. Less than 5 minutes remaining, which means this Durand Cup will be decided on penalties. As things stand, it looks like it's going to be decided on penalties. It's been a wonderful Saturday evening in the city of joy, the city that never fails to disappoint as far as the beautiful game is concerned. Capacity crowd that's come in to support Mohun Bagan Super Giant, but also a huge number of fans have come in to support Northeast United Football Club, make history, something they've never done before, win trophy, win silverware. And they've given them a reason to believe, and they've given them a reason to dream with the display they've shown in the second. At the other end come Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Again, they've taken it away. Lose possession. Back to Subhashish Bose. Here's Petratos. As Cummings to his left. Opts to go for a long ranger. Opts to do it all by himself. Just unable to keep it on target.
And that's the chance Petratos needs. You give him half a chance, and he can make the most of it. Inches away there. One touch away from the defender with his left foot. Not very far away. An outstretched save there by Gurmeet. If this was on target, it's a different story. Jose Molina. He wants the pressure on Northeast United.
Yeah, you have a host of young academy boys from Bengaluru FC. Remember Naushad Musa, who was part of the youth setup in Bengaluru FC, now brought in to Northeast United Football Club. Remember Mandar Tamhane, part of the management for Bengaluru FC, a big part of that management. Now he's been tasked with the job of doing the same with Northeast United Football Club. They have ambitions of opening a residential academy. Should happen next year. And in the process, a lot of these young academy boys, one of them being Robin Yadav, Santosh Trophy winner with Karnataka, played with BFC in the Durand Cup as well. And it's not just him. There are so many boys that have come with Naushad Musa to Northeast United Football Club. Seem to be forming a fulcrum of those good players, putting out good performances for Northeast United Football Club. Zabako, very nearly putting his header at the end of that ball put in by Nesta.
Doing just enough. Manveer was looking to clear that ball away. Couldn't quite. The corner United at the 90th minute mark. Nesta Albiak on it.
Onto Mayakanan, takes a long range shot. Too many bodies in front of him. Back with Northeast United. Last minute of regulation play. Remember, ball put in, wonderful ball put in. But a powerful and dominant display of goalkeeping by Vishal Kaid. Not called up by coach Manolo Marquez for the recent India camp. But has always been a player who's been there, been around the Indian team.
তো বন্ধুরা
And India
90
in a
মিনিট
sense will
কমপ্লিট হয়ে
blessed to
গেছে,
have some top
এক্সট্রা
dominating goalkeepers.
4 মিনিট
India
দেওয়া
Sehra,
হয়েছে।
Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, Amrinder Singh, Vishal Keth. 4 minutes of
দেখা
added
যাক
time. 4 minutes
কোন
of
দল
added
গোল
time.
করতে পারে আগে।
Remains for either of these sides to find the winner, or else we're heading into a penalty shootout.
Look at that. The ball played in across the edge of the 6-yard box. Schalke did read that situation well. And now in these 4 minutes, will Northeast United go all out in attack?
Wonderful opportunity. Ball is put in. Tries to find Guillermo. Nesta tries to go with his right foot the first time. Misses it completely. All sorts of pressure being put in by Northeast United Football Club. Mohun Bagan Supergiant just not able to clear the ball in their own half. Here's Tondomba. Back to Mayakanan. Finds Ajare. Ably set up for Tondomba. Has space for the cross. Goes for the cross. Poor execution at the end of what was a very good move by Northeast United.
You wanted quality. This could have been the last attack for Northeast United. Ajare playing the ball beautifully, holding the defender, delaying that pass. What about that? A chance for Northeast United, not once but twice. And Nesta at the top, the 18-yard box, couldn't quite connect with his weaker foot. A goal kick now for Vishal Keth.
Yeah, it's also good to see from both teams' perspective. You've got big name players on the pitch. That means your penalty shootout will be taken by your big name players. Don't want to make the same mistake Bengaluru FC made in the semi-final versus Mohun Bagan Supergiant. There was no Sunil Shetty on the field. There was no Jorge Pereira Diaz on the field. They were already substituted by coach Gerard Zaragoza. Because when it comes to these pressure situations, remember on the line is to be called champion of the Durand Cup. And for those big pressure moments, you want your big players who've experienced this sort of a situation in the past.
থ্যাংক ইউ দাদা ভাই, থ্যাংক ইউ
Overawed by the situation.
সবাইকে অনেক অনেক
Sure, you'll see
ধন্যবাদ।
new heroes. Sure, you'll see new players come out
অনেক
from it.
প্রতিকূলতার মধ্যেও তোমরা যে
It
খেলাটা
should
দেখছো
always back experience
তার জন্য অনেক
in these
ধন্যবাদ
tense
সবাইকে।
moments.
প্লিজ সবার কাছে একটা রিকোয়েস্ট, চ্যানেলটাকে একটু সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিও আর ভিডিওতে একটু লাইক করে দিও। থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।
3 minutes of added time. Almost up. 1 minute of added time remaining at the Yuba Bharati Kridangan in Kolkata. Vishal Keth goes long. Mohun Bagan Supergiant in what should possibly be the last attack of this game. Nesta does well to keep it in play. Just not being able to take it away from him does Abhishek Young Suryavanshi. Back to Ajare. Down that left flank. And on come Northeast United again. Here's Nixon. Mayakanan has space in front of him, trying to find Guillermo. Was always going to be second best to it, was always getting away from it. But how about that for dedication? How about that for passion? Ajare putting his body on the line, stopping Mohun Bagan Supergiant from coming at them.
And that's what has worked for Northeast United. That hunger, desire and passion in the second 45 minutes. They wanted it more. And we've seen that translate on the pitch. Not too long. Final whistle.
Anytime now, that final whistle should be blown by referee Harish Kundu.
বন্ধুরা যে কোনো মুহূর্তে
And
খেলা
anytime
কিন্তু
now,
শেষের বাঁশি
that
রেফারি
signal
বাজিয়ে
should be
দেবেন।
coming that the final of this Durand Cup will be decided on penalties. And there it is. At
তো
the
এবার
end of
কিন্তু
what's been a
পেনাল্টি
wonderful
শুট আউট
90
হবে।
minutes,
প্লিজ
Mohun
সবাই
Bagan Supergiant
থাকো
and
সাথে।
Northeast United Football Club have ended the final of the Durand Cup 2 apiece. And so I stand, this game is far from over, as this game will be decided on penalties. Jason Cummings, Abdul Sahil Samad getting the 2 goals for Mohammedan Sporting, or apologies, Mohun Bagan Supergiant in the first half. But then the second half belonged to Northeast United Football Club. Ajare and Guillermo scoring in the space of 3 minutes to level things up for Northeast United Football Club. This game is going into penalties. No one from the stadium is making a move right now, as this game is far from over. Mohun Bagan Super Giant winning the quarterfinals and the semi-finals courtesy of penalty shootout. But in front of them is a resurgent Northeast United Football Club. A resurgent Northeast United Football Club looking to make history, looking to get their first piece of silverware in the history of the club.
What a performance. What a performance it has been by Juan Pedro Benali in that second 45. It all comes down now to penalties. The fans have loved it. It's been an entertaining match, an entertaining 90 minutes so far. Travelling fans as well for the Highlanders. They've seen their team, they've seen their owner who's there in the stadium as well.
Yeah, I'm guessing now you've already decided who your 5 players are going to be with regards to the penalty shootouts. They put in a shift. They put in a wonderful shift. Not just from Northeast United's perspective, but also Mohun Bagan Super Giant. All the players have given it their all. Remember, it's the start of the season. You still not achieved full peak fitness. And it's games like these, competitions like these, that help you get to that peak fitness level so that you're on that perfect condition before the start of the ISL season. A number of supporters have travelled to give in support Northeast United Football Club. And now that decision is being taken. The referee there, both the captains there talking to the referee as well. A bit of confusion now. Miguel Zabaco and Harish Kundu. He's had a good game from an official's perspective. It's been calm. He's controlled the situation really well tonight. Yes, Zabaco clearly unhappy with something, making his displeasure pretty evident over there. Talking to Jose Molina as well. Both Spaniards now talking to each other. Coach has been called in, Harish Kundu, having a word with players of Northeast United Football Club. Subhashish Bose, captain of Mohun, looks on. Vishal Kath, he's been in this situation past. He's been in this situations twice before in this tournament. He's come out on tops. Gurmeet now part of his first penalty shootout in the tournament. What a night it'll be for that young goalkeeper for Northeast United Football Club.
Pressure keeps building on. Well, both these captains now, Zabaco, along with Subhashish Bose there, Sandesh Katkari, along with Harish Kundu having a discussion on something we would want to know more about.
Yeah, it's a tense atmosphere. There's no doubt about it. There is no sound absolutely in this stadium. Everyone seems to be feeling the tension a bit. It's that sort of an atmosphere. This game has lived up to its billing. This game has lived up to the billing of possibly the 2 best teams in the tournament playing against each other, fighting for that trophy. The discussion continues. And I'm guessing finally now Zabaco seems to have calmed down a bit. That toss going in their favor, penalty kick will be taken. That's the decision that's being taken. Right, so Miguel Zabaco winning the toss on that occasion. Subhashish Bose saying that toss has gone in my favor. So confusion continues before the start of this penalty shootout.
Well, it's all clear now. We're ready. The decision will be made soon. The champions of the Durand Cup will be announced soon. Zabaco still unhappy.
Oh yeah, he continues to voice his displeasure. My guess is you've got to just move on now. Because if you continue doing that, it could have an effect on your players. It could have an effect on your teammates. John Abraham in attendance, owner of Northeast United Football Club. He's given so much to this club. Not just from a motivational point of view, but also financially backing this club for so many years now. It's a huge moment for him. It's a huge moment for everyone involved with that club. One penalty shootout separating the club from winning their first piece of silverware. And in front of them, a team that's used to winning silverware on a regular occasion. The defending champions in front of them. Vishal Kath or Mohun Bagan Super Giant in front of them. The monster of Vishal Keth, the dominance of Vishal Keth in front of them. Jose Molina in his second stint in Indian football tasted success status silverware with then 80k and now back with the Mohun Bagan super giant, hoping to continue things where he left off in his first stint with Indian football. So the first penalty kick for the final of the Indian Oil Durand Cup will be taken by Mohun Bagan super giant. Stepping up to the spot will be Jason Cummings. In front of him is young Gurmeet of Northeast United Football Club. Mohun Bagan super giant have won 4 out of their 4 last penalty shootouts. 2 in the quarterfinals and the semi-finals in this tournament. ISL final was Bengaluru, and also the ISL was Hyderabad before that. Jason Cummings.
Yeah.
Easy does it.
How
No, it
sad.
doesn't. It's a miss from
Cummings
Jason
is a
Cummings in the
player
very first spot
প্রত্যেক
kick
ম্যাচে
for Mohun
পেনাল্টি
Bagan
মিস
super
করছে।
giant.
How sad.
And the advantage is well and truly in favour of Northeast United. Look at them dancing. Look at them celebrating.
Well, who would have thought Jason Cummings is not going to hit the target? He did go for power. Well above the crossbar there. There's something different happening. What
আবারই
is
কিন্তু
that
সেই
happening
বিশাল
out there?
কায়েতি ভরসা
Jason
মোহন
Cummings.
বাগানের।
He gets another chance, another shot at goal.
I guess the referee wasn't happy with the way that first spot kick played out. Harish Kundu in the mix over here. A yellow card being brandished because that Northeast United bench will not be happy with the decision that's just been taken. Mohammad Ali Bemawar voicing his displeasure to the referees because clearly there was a huge advantage in favour of Northeast United. But as things stand, Jason Cummings will have a chance to redo. Chance to score this first spot kick for Mohun Bagan super giant in this penalty shootout. Drama everywhere. No mistake whatsoever. No mistake whatsoever. Easy does it. Jason Cummings, the second time around, gets the back of the net for Mohun Bagan super giant.
Now a big mental
বন্ধুরা তোমাদের
advantage
কি
for
মনে হয় এবার
Giant.
কমেন্ট
This
বক্সে
time
জানিও।
he plays it safe. Look at that. Sends Gurmeet the other way. The first time around was the goalkeeper not on his line. Is that why he was given another opportunity, another chance? Now, Guillermo, can he get another one? He was brought on in the second half. Magical goal.
Guillermo Fernandez. Easy smashes it to his right. To the right of Vishal Keth. It's one apiece in this penalty shootout. Wonderful penalty taken by Guillermo Fernandez.
Top quality. Vishal Keth. He does dive in the right direction. That probably would have been a goal if there were 2 Vishal Keths.
Yeah, just wonderfully hit. Back just the right amount of power, perfect direction. It's one apiece in this penalty shootout. And up steps Manveer Singh for Mohun Bagan super giant. Second goal for Mohun Bagan super giant. Manveer Singh making no mistake from the spot. It's advantage Mohun Bagan in this final penalty shootout.
Another top quality penalty there. Sending Gurmeet the other way. And hitting the side netting. Manveer Singh. Perfect. Advantage Mohun Bagan. And now Northeast United. They have a chance to get the equalizer.
Vishal Keth, no stranger to come out on tops in penalty shootouts. Miguel Zabaco, all that was happening a while back has been forgotten. He's got to regroup. He's got to focus now. He's got to get the second goal for Northeast United in this penalty shootout. Mind games. Speaking to Miguel Zabaco. No mistake whatsoever. Smashes it into the center of the goal. It's 2 apiece in this penalty shootout.
Well, that shows experience. Zabaco there. Look at that. He hits the roof of the net. Goes down the center. 2-2. Pressure. now once again on Mohun Bagan Supergiant.
Yeah, remember, Mohun Bagan Supergiant have won 4 out of their last 4 penalty shootouts in all competitions. 2 in this Durand Cup, 2 in the ISL before that. And all 4 occasions, the goalkeeper was Vishal Keth. Liston Colosso now. Liston Colosso misses. Gurmeet makes a wonderful save, diving to his right. Advantage now, well and truly in favour of Northeast United.
Well, there was no sting in that penalty. Gurmeet judging that at the right place. Look at that. Brilliant footwork from Gurmeet there. Takes a step in front, makes it narrow there for Liston Colosso and easier for himself. Now can Northeast United get the lead?
Well, the Highlanders are going to be dreaming. Up steps Parthiv. Parthiv makes no mistake. Vishal gets his hands to it. He keeps it away, but just not enough. Parthiv Gogoi has just given Northeast United a very needed, much deserved lead in this penalty shootout in the final of the Durand Cup.
There was power, although Vishal Keth, could he have done any better? He did get his hands on it. It wasn't enough.
But the Highlanders can dream. The Highlanders can start to dream. Petratos has got to pull one to Mohun Bagan Supergiant now. No mistake whatsoever. Quality player, quality finish, quality penalty for Mohun Bagan Supergiant. But now the onus is on Vishal Keth. He's got to pull a rabbit out of the bag.
Well, it's like he plays under no pressure. A penalty taken in training. On target, it's the roof of the net into the corner.
প্লিজ সবাই একটু
He checks
সাবস্ক্রাইব
all
করে দাও
those boxes there.
আর ভিডিওটা
Petratos.
একটু লাইক করে
Now,
দিও।
Northeast
থ্যাংক ইউ
United.
ফ্রেন্ডস, থ্যাংক ইউ।
It's going to be a Jare. He's already found the back of the net once tonight. And he's found it for the second time. Continues. Northeast United Football Club are just one penalty kick away from winning their first piece of silverware in the history of the club.
And look at that for a penalty. Into the bottom corner this time. No chance for Vishal Keth. Hits the side netting.
তো বন্ধুরা, আইএসএল এর প্রত্যেকটা ম্যাচ কিন্তু লাইভ তোমরা দেখতে পাবে এই চ্যানেলে। তো চ্যানেলটা অবশ্যই সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রেখো।
Up steps captain Shubhashish Bose. He's got to score this for Mohun Bagan Supergiant. Misses it, which means Gurmeet makes his second save. Northeast United have been crowned champions of the Durand Cup.
নর্থ ইস্ট কিন্তু চ্যাম্পিয়ন হয়ে গেল বন্ধুরা। তো জয় নর্থ ইস্ট, কমেন্ট করে দাও সবাই একবার। প্রথমবারের মতো নর্থ ইস্ট চ্যাম্পিয়ন হয়েছে। হিউজ কনগ্রাচুলেশন টু নর্থ ইস্ট ইউনাইটেড। যারা যারা ইস্ট বেঙ্গল সাপোর্টার আছো একবার জয় নর্থ ইস্ট কমেন্ট করে দাও।
Champions of the 133rd edition of the Indian Oil Durand Cup. Supporters at the Yuva Bharati Krirangan look on as Northeast United
তো
celebrate.
বন্ধুরা, আইএসএল এর প্রতিটা ম্যাচ কিন্তু তোমরা লাইভ দেখতে পাবে। চ্যানেলটা সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রেখো।
From the Northeast, representing the 8 states of the Northeast, Juan Pedro Benali has done what no coach has done in the past, winning their first piece of silverware. Huge night. And my guess is you will always look back on this night, wherever you, when Northeast United went on to win their first piece of silverware, wherever you, when Northeast United were crowned champions of the 133rd edition of the Indian Oil Durand Cup.
Well, Arjun, you and I can say that we were right here, watching this live, witnessing history. Look at that for a save. Gurmeet, once again, his second save in this penalty shootout, denying Shubhashish Bose. What a roller coaster ride this has been. A tournament for Northeast United, a magical match. They were 2-0 down in the first 45 minutes. And who would have thought, in the second half, 2 goals in quick succession. Mixed bag of emotions here, tears of joy, all smiles in the stands. for the Islanders. And they've silenced the home side. They've silenced the fans of Mohun Bagan Supergiant, denying them the Indian Oil Durand Cup for the second time. It's a party in Guwahati, Arjun.
It's the start of something special. It's just the start of something special. They're dared to dream. They're dared to come to a place which has seen so many iconic victories for Mohun Bagan Supergiant. But that's been the story of Northeast United. It was started last season under the leadership of Juan Pedro Benali, brought in Mandar Tamane from Bengaluru FC as well. So everything was put into place. Everything was put into place as far as giving this team the best possible scenario to go out there and win. And they've done so. They have not disappointed anyone whatsoever. The Northeast will be jubilant. The Northeast will be celebrating tonight. And you must. For a region that's given so much to Indian football, it is so good to see that the big team of the Northeast
তো
has
বন্ধুরা এখন কিন্তু
finally
প্রেজেন্টেশন
ended their
সেরিমনি
trophy
বাকি
drought.
আছে,
The
সবাই
Northeast
সাথে
United
থাকো।
Football Club have been crowned champions of the Durand Cup.
আর জয় নর্থ ইস্ট, কমেন্ট করে দাও একবার, কনগ্রাচুলেশন টু নর্থ ইস্ট।
Wow. Just wow here. History created in front of these fans at the Salt Lake Stadium. Northeast United here, what a turnaround. There was one shot on target in the first 45 minutes, 7 in the second. Look at how the stats change. 2 goals for Northeast United in the second 45 minutes. All possession still in favor of the home side, although it's a victory for the Highlanders. It's a victory in the finals of the Indian Oil Durand Cup for Northeast United.
Yeah, 42% possession for Northeast United Football Club, but it was a different story in the second half. What a second half it's been for the Highlanders, and rightfully deserved. Came back in this game after going down by 2 goals in the first half. You take a look at the number of touches. Subhashish Bose with the maximum touches. More shots than Nestor Albiak. Forced change. And what a change it's been. Came on for Pebamar in the first half. More chances created. Aladdin Ajayer getting one of those goals. The second goal coming in for Guillermo Fernandez. And it was always going to be a special occasion. It was going to be a huge occasion at the Yuva Bharati Kridangan. It was the final of the 133rd edition of the Indian Oil Durand Cup. Mohun Bagan Supergiant taking on Northeast United Football Club. And it was Mohun Bagan Supergiant that did all the talking in the first half. Sahel Abdul Samad brought down by Ashir Akhtar, and then Jason Cummings making no mistake from the spot.
Well, a flying start here for Mohun Bagan Supergiant. Jason Cummings, who's looking like he's hit the gym quite a few times in off-season, getting that first goal, and in quick succession, Salabul Samad, they're getting the second. Beautiful display of football, of skill there by Liston Golasso down that left flank, gets the pass in across for Sahal, although now a turnaround there, Arjun.
Yeah, then came the Northeast United resurgence. Then came the second half. Aladdin Ajayer, continuing his goal-scoring form, got 1 goal in the semi-finals, and then, of course, continued that in the final. But they weren't done just yet. Ajayer this time setting up Guillermo for what a stunner. Beautiful strike, leveling things up for Northeast United within the first 15 minutes of the second half.
Top quality there. Absolute top quality. It all came down to the wire here.
তো বন্ধুরা দেখতে দেখতে লাইভ কিন্তু 2 ঘন্টা 15 মিনিট হয়ে গেছে। তো তোমরা কি প্রেজেন্টেশন সেরিমনি দেখতে চাও? না হলে আজকের লাইভটা এখানেই এন্ডিং করে দিই। তো একটু কমেন্টে জানাও প্লিজ সবাই।
It's a wonderful sight if you're a Northeast United football fan. Indian football needed this. Indian football needed a team from the region to go out there and believe that they can win trophies. Naushad Musa, Juan Pedro Benali at the heart of that resurgence for Northeast United Football Club. Wonderful, wonderful story for Indian football. It's time for me and Karan to take leave from this game. Thank you so much for bearing with us. But of course, now we're going to hand over to someone who knows this occasion and this tournament all too well, Wallah Basu Malik, for the prize distribution and the trophy celebrations.
Thank you, Arjun and Karan Sani. Wonderful work. Take us through with all those drama and the twist and the turn. It is a tale of two halves. The first half belonging to Mohun Bagan Supergiant. And what a comeback in the second session by the Highlanders. Maybe the real life of the owner, John Abraham, transforming onto the real life here. Incredible sense here, the Northeast United FC winning the first major. So many wonderful goals in this edition of the 133rd Indian Oil Durand Cup, which is powered by Coal India Limited and organized jointly by Indian Armed Forces and Government of West Bengal. He knows how to score goals.
সরি বন্ধুরা,
from the
সরি,
far post.
একটা ফোন কল চলে
We
এসেছিল,
have
সেই
seen
জন্য
so
একটু
many 54 goals scored. And this was Sunil Shetty, that leader, that talismanic scorer, India's all-time top international goal scorer. And what a perfect header that. That was brilliant.
সরি, সবাই
Again.
চ্যানেলটা সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিও।
Intercassi went down. And again, Sunil Benjamin. That was the Indian Army who played brilliantly in this tournament. One felt, and that was a wonder strike. No chance whatsoever. That came in the 90th minute, so late in the game. Then Alan Thapa, what a strike again from Indian Army from a distance, stunner. Absolutely right footer, tipping in the last moment. It's wonderful again. The way it nipped into it. Alan Thapa, one of the best performances here by the Indian Army. And again now, Paugomang Singson. That was Orissa FC. And that was little of horizontal swing there. And no chance whatsoever. That one was always spinning and away from the keeper. And no chance. That was the Northeast United against them. They lost 1-5. And Basan Shimba of the Tribhuvan Army. Left foot. And again, that was absolute stunner. Took that little away from the marker and placed it to the far post. Basan Shimba. And this was Mahitosh Roy striking at the Kishore Bharati Kirangan. That was against the Bengaluru FC. That was a brilliant strike. Just one shot, took it to the preferred foot. And perfect connection. That was brilliant from Mahitosh. And again, we saw a Fava against the Border Security Force football team. Wonderful strike that. Just a little nudge. And again, that was still climbing. And again, Guillermo Fernandez, what a great strike. He used the heel. Wonder goal. That was against the Indian Army. An assist was from Radim Talang. And that touch took it away. Excellent. And again, Liton Shil, the Indian Army, the first goal. Assist from Shafi. That was against the Chennai FC. What a strike, Liton Shil. So 144 goals altogether in the tournament, besides the penalty shootout. He must be very happy. So many times he has transformed life on the reel. And again, hugging the match officials, each one of them, the FIFA referees, P. Vairamutu, Arun Sashidharan Pillai, Venkatesh R, Harish Kundu. And again, the Golden Gloves. Two contenders, Gurmeet Singh, Northeast United FC. He's shown the magic. 3 clean sheets, and Gurmeet Singh Sandhu. And he was Gurmeet. He kept 3 clean sheets, was against pressure. Replaced the top keeper, Mishat Mishu. But again, he did extremely well. And today, it was his night. And this was again taking little twist and turn, little deflection. Dived at perfection to the right. And Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, again the #1 shot stopper of the national side. So much of experience. And he did so well. He also kept 3 clean sheets. Again, Gurpreet Singh Sandhu always leading, and that was a great save from Craig Stewart. Saved, diving to the right. The Northeast United FC, the travelling fans. The road distance from Guwahati to Kolkata, just over 1,000 kilometers. Their distance, just over 500 kilometers. But today, throughout, it would be all lit in Guwahati. Golden Boots, again, Noah Sadoi having scored a hat-trick, 6 goals. Guillermo of Northeast, 5 goals. And Chitin MS was also in tremendous form, 4 goals. And we've seen some wonderful strikes. Noah Sadoi, such a great signing for the Kerala Blasters. And for the season ahead, of course, the Manjapara would be looking towards Noah Sadoi. And he has shown his class, his quality. Took that little away, that little twist, opened up. And he scored. And he can do that so very well. And this was a brilliant header to the far post. One of the best goals of this tournament. And a lot depends on him, how he can truly and honestly take his team. Because Kerala Blasters, again, one of the best sides in this top tier of the Indian football, haven't won a silverware. And this was the keeper out of the line. And Noah Sadoi in perfect balance, kept his cool, just placed it past the keeper. Kwame Pepra also did extremely well. Now, we have somebody arriving on the block, Guillermo. And this was again a brilliant header. And that one set up so well by Parthiv Gogoi. And here again, he beat the entire defense. Not great acceleration, but so much of a cool head. And this was something magic. Just a little flick from his heel that passed the keeper. And this can always go down as one of the best goals of the new signing. And again, Chitin MS was in truly the red hot form. This boy from Thrissur. Great season ahead for him. He was shining in the last part of the Indian Super League last season as well. Wonder strike. Even he had one at Vishal Kaita this evening, but it went straight. He has got the acceleration, he has got the powerful run, and quick feet, of course. Kept his cool. Chitin MS, brilliant. So there was a run for the Golden Boot, was really hitting up. And again, that got 1-2 inside the penalty area. The entire defense wrong-footed, wriggled his way past and put that in. So they would be rejoicing in all the 7 sister states of the Northeast. They would join the party. And what great work is being done by John Abraham to weave the social fabric. Absolutely, he is truly happy setting up a football academy in the Northeast, and plenty of talent. It's a new footballing hub since the last nearly 1.5 decades. And John Abraham knows that. And they're the champions. They put on that sticker, which they're going to wear now for quite a long time. It's such a dream night for them. And the Golden Ball, again, the player of the tournament, Chitin MS, twice player of the match, Mani Talal, Imam East Bengal FC, and of course Noah Sadoi. He's done extremely well. Noah Sadoi had been player of the match twice. He's shown his the quality, set up a number of goals, and combined so very well with Kwame Pepra. And this was a brilliant turn. Could you call it a Cruyff turn or a Zidane turn? But nonetheless, that was a brilliant goal. And Chitin MS, again, showed his class. People call him late bloomer, but of course, Chitin is quickly coming to the class that he belongs. the top post here of the Indian football. Never been called to the national side, but he is, of course, dreaming big. Chitan MS, brilliant on this edition of the Indian Durand Cup. And this was again set up by Azurai. And Manitalal had been the top assist provider the last season of the Indian Super League. He's been player of the season twice. He can weave passes. He's a true playmaker. The creative person in the midfield can always send in telling passes, and which, of course, can be line breakers. He can also shoot from distance. This was one of the best goals of the tournament as well. Manitalal beating that human wall. And here's the celebration. John Abraham. This is not real life. This is real life. And coming to terms, the Northeast United FC, the Highlanders, they would cherish again 31st of August 2024. It has been a long wait since their inception 10, 11 years back. They had sown the seed, which is gradually growing. And again, John Abraham can always dream big, can always set up academy, and can always help the budding talents from the Northeast. So much of talent across Mizoram, Manipur, Meghalaya, Assam, especially the Kokrajhar region, the borderland, is excellent. In Tripura as well. And also we are getting footballers from Arunachal, Nagaland. It is brilliant work done by them. But again, they feel dejected because they thought that it was all over. Mohun Bagan, Supergiant, the Mariners were on the move. So again, as I mentioned, it was absolutely a tale of two halves. The first half belonged to the Mohun Bagan Supergiant. Mariners were looking so very confident. But again, it was game-changing move by Juan Pedro Benale, which changed things. It was some sort of magic, some sort of new enthusiasm that was inflicted in the side. And how well they came back. Little change of the shape of the side. Muhammad Ali Bembemar had to leave for some niggle. But then in came that creative Nesta Albeck. And again, the change. Guillermo. He was to come in. He started in the bench and on the bench. And again, now the celebrations. And this would continue deep and long into the night because this is the first big occasion that the Highlanders could really achieve. And so much of our crestfallen are the Mariners because they couldn't make it back to back. They've done it before. Mohun Bagan, Supergiant. They won it in 1979,
কিন্তু ফুরিয়ে যাচ্ছে
They won it 3 years in a
হঠাৎ
row,
করে সুইচ
twice.
অফ হয়ে যেতে পারে
In the
তো
60s
সরি
and on the
কিছু মনে
80s
করো না
as
তোমরা
well. But again, they couldn't make it the 18th time. Still, they remain the top Durand Cup winning side, the most decorated side in India and in the continent as well. And they would be playing for the Indian Super League a long season as well as the AFC Champions League 2 because they have qualified as the League Shield winner from the last season of the Indian Super League. And again, as I was mentioning, you need some a little magic, some little motivation, some moments of madness to change things. And Northeast truly created moments. Azhare, Guillermo, Nesta Albeck, Chitan MS, and finally it boiled down to Gurmeet Singh. So it was a sort of a role reversal. Vishal Kait built Mohun Bagan Supergiant out from the quarterfinal and the semis, but here on the grand finale, it was Gurmeet Singh. Such a brilliant fight he put up. He saved the first one from Jason Cummings, but he was just off his lines before Cummings could take the shot. That was disallowed. Now again, his small village, Narwana, in Haryana, they would be happy because this boy has come of age. Started with the DSK Sivajans, the Gurmeet Singh, and had been with the Northeast. This is his fourth stint with the club. Was with the Hyderabad FC in 2021-22. And it was brilliant again. And this is just his fourth Durand Cup match. And he has kept 3 clean sheets. And this edition, he has done so very well. And overall, in his career, this was his 6th Durand Cup match. Gurmeet Singh, he's been with the India under-23 squad. He's played just 1 match. Was with the Olympic squad as well. Was in the bench. The only match that he played was against China under-23. And again, a lot of support here for the Highlanders, and they would be celebrating, and why not? And the dream that lives on of Sir Henry Mortimer Durand. Tournament starting in 1888. Again, he felt that football can truly unite people. It's the best way to get the best of health. And Shimla, as always, was the favorite for the English people. And he was the first foreign secretary in India. And that was a long time back. And the tournament coming and traveling places from Shimla and on to Delhi. And now it's come to this part of the country, the east, in Kolkata. And now spreading to Jharkhand and Assam in Kokrajhar and to the lovely state of Meghalaya. And we had such wonderful tournament, the group stage there, and even the semi-final, which Northeast were trumped against the home side. And these are the faces. They are holding their tears, could be, because they thought that they had made it. And the match officials, they are being presented by the Vice Chairman of the Organizing Committee, Durand Committee, Major General Rajesh Arun Moge, VSM, he's the GOC headquarters, Bengal sub-area. All the match officials, FIFA, and again, Venkatesh R is in the AFC elite panel of referees. And wonderful work done by them this evening. It was great. P. Bairamoto, Arun Shashidharan Pillai, and of course Harish Kundu, the new kid on the block. And these are the match assessor, Walter Edward Pereira, and of course the match commissioner, Sandesh Gadkari. They're all happy, and it's been a wonderful tournament. This beautiful game spread across and over more than a month.
Of rupees, honors to be done by the Chief General Manager, Kolkata Circle State Bank of India, Shri Satyendra Kumar Singh, and the winner is Gurmeet of Northeast United Football Club. The Golden Glove and a prize money of 5 lakhs of rupees. Congratulations.
The Golden Glove, again, going to Gurmeet Singh of Northeast United FC. This is truly going to be his night, as I mentioned, this being presented by Satyendra Kumar Singh, the Chief General Manager, State Bank of India, Kolkata Circle. And this would be a night to cherish. And this trophy would always be in his
Relations, Shri Vinay Ranjan of Coal India Limited, and it is Noah Wales Sadui of Kerala Blasters. The Golden Boot and a prize money of 5 lakhs of rupees. Honors to be done by Shri Vinay Ranjan, Director, Personal and Industrial Relations, Coal India Limited.
Noah Sadoi again getting that golden boot, and this is Vinay Ranjan, Director P&IR of the Coal India Limited, presenting that winner, his trophy and the check. And again, Noah Sadoi, this brilliant magician, and would make his trophy cabinet rich.
Of the tournament, the honours to be done by Sri LKS Chauhan, Executive Director and Head West Bengal State Office of Indian Oil Corporation Limited. The Golden Bowl and a prize money of 5 lakhs of rupees. Jitin MS, Northeast United Football Club.
The celebration continues here for the Highlanders, and Jitin MS would be getting his the golden ball. And again, this is being presented by Mr. LKS Chauhan, Executive Head West Bengal Office of the Indian Oil Corporation Limited. Jitin MS, what a great tournament he had. And this trophy and the check is certainly going to boost his talent. And he's showing what he's made of, this boy from Trishur. Great tournament he had. 4 goals.
The prize money of 30 lakhs of rupees to be given by the chairman, Durand Cup organizer, Lieutenant General R.C. Shrikant, Vishet Seva Medal, Chief of Staff, Headquarters, Eastern Command, Mohun Bagan Super Giants.
Again, they are looking for the 18th trophy. Subhashish, Mohun Bagan Super Giant. They are the runner-up, worthy. They were leading 2-0 in the first half. 2 brilliant goals. A spot kick conversion by Jason Cummins, and that moment of brilliance from Sal Abdul Samad. But again, things changed. And this is Lieutenant General R.C. Srikant, VSM, Chief of Staff, Headquarters, Eastern Command, and Chairman of the Durand Cup Committee. He presents the medals. Shouldn't be happy with that, because they can always aim at the sky. A team with so much of quality, a team that is so much decorated, has won every possible silverware across India, and also has done well. The first team to win the IFA Shield, and that was a historic moment for them. And the history, the legacy, the heritage continues. And they can always fight back. They've got a long season ahead. Anirudh Thapa had a great tournament. Glenn Martins didn't get much of start. Manveer, he's shown on certain moments. Vishal Kait, again, today was not his night, but he had his moments in the tournament. Twice was savior in the quarterfinal and the semi against Punjab FC and Bengaluru. Jason Cummins, Abhishek Suryabansi, Apoya, the great acquisition. Jose Molina didn't get the silver, but he has won it before in the Indian Super League. Basab Roy also would be assisting, but should be dejected end of the day. But again, tomorrow morning is a new start. Start to the new season, start to dreaming big. Mohun Bagan Supergiant can of course dream big this season, because they have been doing extremely well the last 2 seasons particularly. And such a huge side with quality players who can turn things around as ever. But tonight, the Northeast is going to shine. The Highlanders, and it would be special celebration time in Guwahati.
30 lakhs of rupees. Subhashish Bose, captain of Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Congratulations, very well played throughout the competition. Mohun Bagan Super Giants.
Again, the chairman of the Durand Cup organizing committee, Lieutenant General R.C. Srikant, VSM, Chief of Staff Headquarters, Eastern Command. He presented the runner-up check to Shubhashish Bose, the Mohun Bagan supergiant skipper. But again, they were aiming and the best.
Here comes the champions, Northeast United Football Club, to receive the gold medals from the patron of the Durand Cup organizing committee, led by Zabako.
Lovely gesture again by the Mohun Bagan super players there, standing in cotton, standing ovation to the winners of the 133rd edition of the Indian Oil Durand Cup. And here arrives the Highlanders. The first time ever they have won this Durand Cup, and being presented by the patron of the Durand Cup organizing committee, Lieutenant General R.C. Tiwari, UYSM, AVSM, SM. He's a GOC-NC headquarters, Eastern Command, giving away those brilliant, beautiful medals, Guillermo. And he is, of course, a great sports enthusiast, having served the United Nations Task Force as well. A very decorated officer, a very distinguished soldier, Lieutenant General Ramchandra Tiwari. And he's presenting those medals. And these are moments to cherish forever for the Highlanders. What great fight back. What great strength of character they showed. And it was some brilliant talk by their owner, John Abraham, who's done so many times in the real life. And here his boys, Rhythm Tulang, Bememar, they have done it. Chitin MS. He was shining from the word go. Looking forward to a great season. Highlanders have reached the knockout stage, and this is the man. He comes from Madrid. He's been a technical director to almost the top teams across Spain and other places as well. Juan Pedro Ben Ali. And he has transformed. His preferred formation is always 4-2-3-1. And today he started that way. Aladain Azari was also one great signing. This is Lieutenant General R.C. Tiwari presenting to, again, one of the great creators, Nestor Albiak. He has been showing his class since the last season on his arrival. And here comes the little one. Great scenes here. That is for the small little one again. These are moments to cherish. And here's a wonder kid, Partip Gogoi. And what great tournament they had. Unbeaten throughout. Scored 16 goals before reaching the finals. Great moments. And Gurmeet Singh would always and ever cherish these moments. And what a valiant performance he put up. What great show. Absolutely. It was a packed stadium and everybody supporting the home side. Mohun Bagan Supergiant. Naushad Musa has done well. Shifted. He has always been working with the young boys at the Blues, that is Bangalore FC, and now shifted. And here's Juan Pedro Ben Ali. He said yesterday night, never take us lightly, and we are not here as traveler. And that is what he has proved. We are not mere tourists, and that is what great tournament he has.
Distribution of the trophies, and at the presentation party we have the president of the Durand Football Tournament Society, General Anil Chauhan, Param Vishesh Seva Medal, Uttamyut Seva Medal, Ati Vishesh Seva Medal, Sena Medal, Vishesh Seva Medal, Chief of Defence Staff of India. We have the Vice President of the Durand Football Tournament, General Upendra Dwivedi, Param Vishesh Seva Medal, Ati Vishesh Seva Medal ADC, Chief of Army Staff of India, and we have Mr. Arup Biswas, Honorable Minister for Youth Services and Sports and Power, Government of West Bengal. We begin with the award of the Simla and the honours to be done by Mr. Arup Biswas, Honorable Minister for Youth Services and Sports and Power, Government of West Bengal, and its Northeast United Football Club.
Again, here are all the distinguished guests this evening for the presentation. It's not over as yet. And as you all know, the winner takes 3 different trophies. The Asia's oldest and world 3rd oldest after the English FA Cup, the Scottish FA Cup. This is Durand Cup. And this brilliant trophy is being presented by Arup Biswas, the Honorable Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs and Power, Government of West Bengal. An excellent tournament they had. Is always said, never stop dreaming. And now the Highlanders can dare to dream. And they take 3 different trophies. These are the beautiful Durand Cup, the President's Cup, and the Shimla Trophy. And they're excellent piece of work. As always, such great presentations. And this is being presented by the Chief of Army Staff, General Upendra Dwivedi, PVSM, AVSM. And that was the Durand Trophy. Rhythm Talang, Partip Gogoi, kissing at it. Hard earned, of course. And here is the Chief of Defence Staff, General Anil Chauhan, the most decorated officer in the Indian Army, PVSM, UYSM, AVSM, SM, VSM, ADC. He presents the President's Cup to Miguel Zegalo, the skipper, the Highlanders, and they would be extremely happy to win those all 3 trophies. And they would join the celebration. And again, the whole of the Northeast would join the party. They're the truly champions, unbeaten throughout the tournament. Had a great run in the group stage. Did well in the quarterfinal and the semis. And even beat the team from the Northeast, Shillong Lajong, in the
Congratulations, Northeast United. বন্ধুরা সবাই একবার কমেন্ট করে দাও।
Defense Staff, General Anil Chauhan, the Honorable Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs and Power, Arup Biswas, the Chief of Army Staff, General Upendra Dwivedi, all joining the group photographs to be taken. Lieutenant General R.C. Tiwari, who is the patron of the Durand Cup Organizing Committee, Lieutenant General R.C. Srikanth, and everybody in attendance. All happy faces. And what a great night this would be. And they are truly and honestly the champions for the first time. The Northeast United FC tournament on the Indian soil since their inception. They had been dreaming big. And here are the traveling fans who have come by road, by train, or even have taken flights. And it's been a worthy visit to the City of Joy. And they get back with joyful memories and pleasantries forever. And John Abraham, he joins the Chief of Defence Staff. Also Arup Biswas, congratulating him. And he had a wonderful pep talk.
থ্যাংক ইউ সবাইকে এতক্ষণ আমাদের সাথে থাকার জন্য। তো বন্ধুরা, আইএসএল এর সব ম্যাচ কিন্তু এখানে লাইভ দেখানো হবে। তো অবশ্যই তোমরা চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রেখো। আর আইএসএল এর সময় অবশ্যই সবাই আবার জয়েন হও। তো থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।
Again, the supporters